Yo. Once again, we back. This is with Just the Messengers podcast. Of course, I'm Mo.
I'm Mike.
And I got my dog, Sweet Precious Jones, on the board today, filling in for Drew Money. Of course.
Media team, baby.
Do work Sundays. How y'all feeling today, man?
Feeling good, man. Feeling real good.
It was a good weekend, man. I just been chilling this weekend. I really been doing too much. Did a little too much during the week, so got to recoup on some of that downtime.
You about to be a vibes king, man. You already what
king,
was the other?
King Vibes, man.
What was the other spot that you king of?
Shusha.
Is it Shusha or Lamore?
I got
whatever.
3 spots, honestly, but R.I.P. to Shisha Lounge, R.I.P. Shisha Lounge. I am the king of Lamore, but I ain't been to my throne in a while.
And you about to take over vibes now. What's going on,
I am
B?
King Vibes.
My dog been out there 2-3 times this week, setting the foundation.
I am King Vibes. You know what I'm saying? I am Ashley Phosphate. So
That shit on Phosphate?
yeah, man. We on the fade with it, man. If it's on the fade, I'm there. You gotta check in, man.
I might have to check that place out one day.
Ask Chill, man. He had to pay that toll booth rate one day. He know what time it is, man.
Man, fuck Chill and the Kentucky Wildcats. Well, I got love for Chill. But fuck the Wildcats, though. I mean that.
Nah, the Wildcats are trash, bro.
Don't let him tell it. Don't let him tell it. Don't let him tell it. Don't let him tell it.
Yeah, man. Fuck the Wildcats. You know what I'm saying? But
They just a bar. They serve food there. If they serve food there, I might come out there.
nah, they sell food in there. They wings are banging. They shrimp banging. They got these Philly cheesesteak egg rolls. Those are banging. I ain't had the
Philly
chicken.
cheesesteak egg roll.
Yeah, it's banging. I ain't had the they pasta look good, but I ain't had it yet. But that do look banging too. And they got all kind of shit in there, man. All kind of food in there. They got chicken and waffles too. I ain't had that yet, but it looks good.
where's Quiznos around here?
There is no more Quiznos. I've been looking for Quiznos. I fuck with Quiznos, but there is no more Quiznos, bro.
Man.
The only Quiznos we had was
I just got a text and somebody asked me what's your favorite sub place. I know they're not technically like the traditional sub, but they was the best.
Nah, they was the best.
Yeah, they were
hands
the best.
down.
Mm-hmm.
When they used to run that shit through that little toaster shit,
Mm-hmm.
oh my god,
Mm-hmm.
that was crucial. But yeah, there's no more Quiznos, man.
Damn, bro.
At least here, I don't know.
Do we even have any in the country anymore?
Nah, the closest one we had was like in Daniel Island. That's like 20 minutes from here. But them shit's gone,
They
bro.
gotta come back. They gotta make a comeback.
Dog.
Remember that stint where Checkers went out of business and they came back?
Mhm.
They gotta do some shit like that.
All them shit was abandoned. But yeah, Quiznos need to stop the tomfoolery and come back.
Damn, they gotta come back, man.
It definitely was the best sub place. Hot or cold subs. Them shit was fire.
Hell yeah. I saw some shit yesterday. They did a little combination shit. Remember the thing we had comment on? And I was like, y'all niggas out here eating Taco Bell fries?
Oh yeah, but Taco Bell fries go up, bro. I told you that's the Taco Bell fries. Them shit's a slamming, bro.
My girl told me this
I think you out of the loop, bro. You gotta them shit's a slamming, bro.
I just, at certain places you think and you be like, I wouldn't get that
I thought the
from
same
there.
thing too. I was high up one night at the drive-thru. You know how that go. Ordered them nacho fries and life.
You keep nacho fries. I don't fuck with that.
Nah, them shit was banging. I mean, that's how they sell them with the cheese, and they got it. You can get it like the nacho setup too. I ain't had that though.
So you eat tacos at Taco Bell
I ate the quesadillas.
and you don't put no sauce on it? No hot sauce? No type of hot
Yeah,
sauce?
nigga, the fuck? You know, madman.
Yeah, you say you don't fuck with hot sauce.
I use the mild sauce.
Yo, this nigga here, dog, get some Texas Pete in your life, man. Like, for real.
Nah,
That mild sauce at Taco Bell is damn near Texas Pete gonna have a little bit more kick. I didn't have that mild sauce. It's good. Okay, so you should be able to fuck with Texas Pete, my
I don't
nigga.
like Texas Pete, bro.
You ain't
I don't
never had it.
Yeah, I have. I don't like no hot sauce, bro.
But you'll get mild sauce from Taco Bell.
Yeah, that's crazy because I'll eat mild wings. I'll eat I'll eat that, but I don't.
That nigga even question people blackness for fucking hot sauce.
I don't. Hot sauce is like that shit stink. Like it's like I put hot sauce and mustard like in the same category. Those like the nastiest condiments to me, bro.
This nigga tripping.
Like, mustard smell like ass. Like that shit just stink.
But you fuck with mayonnaise though, right?
Mayo was good.
Oh, okay.
There's nothing wrong with mayonnaise. I don't know why niggas put like the white people label on mayonnaise. Black people eat mayonnaise too.
It's not a white label. It's just nasty.
If you eat seafood salad or like potato salad, there's mayo in there. Like, so what we talking? Oh, it's mayo and all of that. Exactly. So you eat mayonnaise, like you eat mayonnaise. So you eat tuna salad and potato salad, right?
Yeah.
So you eat mayonnaise, bro.
Yeah, I do, but I don't use it as a.
Nah. Oh my God. No.
Nah, I don't. I don't do that. I don't eat it as a like. What's the word I'm looking for?
A condiment.
Yeah, but
You
if it's
you wouldn't
if it's
eat mayonnaise on a sandwich, on a sub. So when you order subs, you don't get mayonnaise on your
Nope.
subs.
Nope.
What do you just put a bunch of mustard on there instead?
So like if I go to say for example, most of the time I'm not a real big sub person, but if I do, I'm not putting no mayonnaise on my shit. I get like turkey. I'll get like green peppers, and I'll put like mustard on it,
Oh my God,
And,
no, nigga.
and get some chips with it.
Nah,
Yeah.
Mike.
Cheese. Might put some cheese on it by itself without the mustard, depending on how I'm feeling that day.
So you eat dry sandwiches?
Yeah, I could.
Mike, you gotta put some mustard, some mayonnaise on there, bro.
But I'm big on like my subs, I'm good, like I'm big on like green peppers and shit.
Nah, green peppers on subs go up.
Like even if I get a flatbread breakfast sandwich from Subway, they look at me like I'm crazy because I don't want nothing else on it. Because I just get shredded cheese, the steak, and the egg, and I'd be like, I don't want nothing on it. Because I'll go home and just get hot sauce, and I'll just eat my hot sauce with it.
See, I don't even eat Subway no more, so that's
Preference or they did
I
you
don't
dirty
like
one
they
time?
subs really not really like good no more to me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, man. I might have to fuck with Vibez one day. You said they wings good, so I might pop up there one
They
day.
wings are slamming. They wings are slamming. I ain't even gonna lie.
Best ones out here?
Damn, who really got good wings though? Like, I mean, it's hard to fuck up wings to me though. Especially
Everybody don't got good wings.
Especially if I order them a specific way. Like, it's nothing. You can't really fuck up wings. But you're right though. Everybody don't got good wings though. A lot of people don't got good wings. But I feel like wings is such a staple in like spots. Like, you can't really fuck up wings. You gotta you gotta be really bad to fuck up wings.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. Yeah, yeah.
Like, that's just like it's granted.
Even if you cook them at home, you can fuck them up.
If you don't know what you're doing, yeah. Like, if you don't know, like, what your grease need to be on when you fry them up and shit like that, you'll fuck wings up. Like, you grease too hot and you just fry the outside, yeah, you don't know what you're doing. But I don't think you really can fuck up wings, man.
I don't. I love fried wings though.
Fried wings.
I cook them shit all the time.
Especially the drumettes and shit like that. Like, come on, man. You can't really fuck that
No,
up.
you can't fuck them shit up, especially seasoning wise.
Word,
you can't fuck them up.
that
I
up.
don't give a
bro.
fuck.
I mean, like, we grew up like that's how we grew up. Like, like our moms made that type of shit like all the time. So it's like, you don't know what to cook. Your mom gonna fry up some chicken, bro.
Hell yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So
Oh shit, Valentine's Day this week. What y'all niggas got planned, B?
I don't got shit planned.
You got shit planned?
I don't got shit.
Sit home, watch the Grinch get drunk. Shout out to Cat
Watch
Williams.
the Grinch.
Yes, sir. A lot of shit is on Friday this year. Valentine's Day, Halloween, Christmas, New Year's. Oh, I already
Damn,
got.
Christmas-
I had something to do
Halloween's
with
on a
that.
Friday this year? Oh, that
Yeah.
shit gonna be lit. It's
I got
gonna
a
be lit.
reservation for Valentine's Day night.
Well, yeah.
so.
Well, you don't want. I'm pretty sure you're not trying to review that plan on here, but
Oh no, North Street Broad or something like that.
slightly north
Slightly
of Broad.
North Broad.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Yeah, slightly north of Broad.
I ain't never ate there before, man. They good?
But the reservation at 10:00. I said, God
To that
damn.
night?
Yeah.
Nigga, you ain't leaving here till like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock.
Nigga, the thing was, I booked that place 2 weeks ago. So and you already know it's Valentine's on a Friday. Like,
Yeah, you actually kind of lucky you caught it booking it that late.
mhm.
But yeah, man, I ain't got shit going on, man.
I mean, Valentine's Day on a Friday, you got to take advantage of that. So,
I might sign up to see if they got any speed dating little events around here.
they should. They should.
Yeah, you right, Steph, man. Like, I don't know. Fuck it, bro. Fuck it, bro. I'm going to Vibez Valentine's night, bro. That's what.
You think that shit gonna be stacked?
Huh?
You think this shit gonna be stacked up in there?
Yes, nigga. Yes, sir. Ski. Yes, sir.
That's what's
I'll
up,
be on
man.
Vibes Friday night, bro.
Oh shit,
Yeah.
that whole weekend might be jam packed.
Fuck all that other shit. We ain't doing
Valentine's on a Friday, then
no-
you got Saturday. A lot of people might do their shit on Saturday.
Yeah. Well, y'all know the day after Valentine's Day. Y'all know who that's reserved for.
Who that reserved for?
That's. I understand you couldn't be with me on.
Baby, I had to work Friday, you know what I'm saying? I come to what you said.
Nah, it's some who understand though. I understand what you had to do, so you know I'll catch you Friday on Saturday. Hey, those are who matter.
Mm.
But you know I don't have nothing. I don't condone that type of shit. I'm single, so I don't know nothing about none of that. That shit crazy, bro. Like my mom asked me what she doing for Valentine's Day. I said I ain't doing nothing. She said, huh?
what was the last year that you actually had to do something for Valentine's?
A real V day?
Yeah, real V Day.
Damn, I'm scratching my chin right now. Damn, it's been a few years. Like a real V day, like with somebody I was like
Your
with,
relationship, yeah.
like 2015, 2016. Yeah, like 2015. That was like the last V day, like a real V day I had.
Y'all have another one coming up soon, man.
I didn't really. At this point, it don't even matter to me. At this point,
Listen, if you with your gal and you don't make every day like Valentine's Day with her dinner,
I feel. Yeah, I mean, I
feel
get that too, but at the same
still-
time, like it's still V day.
It's
You know
still
what I'm
V Day.
saying? Like
you had that thing that go around talking about
every day should be V day. Like I get
or
it.
your girl might tell you, oh I don't want nothing for V Day. That's bullshit.
That's bullshit.
Don't buy.
Oh,
you definitely gotta get your girl
Hey,
something for V Day.
I actually went through it this one year. This one girl told me you don't gotta give me nothing for
And
Christmas.
you didn't do nothing.
I didn't do shit, and it was a problem. Like nigga, you told me that I thought we had the discussion like we weren't. I shouldn't have had to told you, even though we talked about it. I was like, nigga, huh? I learned that year.
Oh, so let me ask y'all this. I seen this video on Twitter that was going around. This girl got mad at her boyfriend because he didn't get her what she wanted. He ended up getting her other things, and she was pissed. Like she's like, I didn't ask for this shit. I specifically told you what I wanted, and you got me the opposite. Like you could have kept this shit. I didn't ask for this shit. I asked for. Well, she said she wanted one simple thing, but started to list off a number of things that she wanted. So would you be mad if you asked your significant other for a particular thing and they got you something else?
I wouldn't be like mad and like going off on her about it, but I'll be like, I wouldn't even. I don't say I wouldn't even say nothing. It's just like at the end of the day, what we discussed. Like it would have been thoughtful if she would have stuck to it, but I'm not gonna like act all ungrateful about it. Like she ain't had to get you shit at all. You know
Yeah,
what
dog
I'm
was
saying?
going ham now.
Yeah, I mean, like you
She
ain't.
was tossing the shit all over the place.
Honestly, I ain't had to get you shit at all. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, yeah, I mean, I get that you probably frustrated, but you don't even gotta act like that.
Yeah.
It's material at the end of the day. But
feel you.
I would understand the frustration of if it was something that we've already been talking about for a while, and we both like state like exactly what we want, and then like we get to the day and you knew what we was talking about. You know what I'm saying? But you still did the opposite. I ain't gonna be like ungrateful towards you or whatever, but I mean, in my head, I'd be like, well, nigga, like, what did we discuss all this for? You know what I'm saying? Like, but I ain't gonna be ungrateful because at the end of the day, neither one of us had to get each other anything. So,
Like if you ask for Royals and she gets you the other Royals.
oh no, that's a problem. Now, if I ask for these and you get me the Jimmy Jazz mid top ones, oh, it's a problem. It's a problem. It's a problem because I'm not even that type of nigga. I ain't even that type of nigga. Like, let's be real here. Like, come on. I ain't even that type of nigga. I asked for these.
You open the box. I can see your face out loud. You be like, Hold on now.
Hey,
Oh man.
hey,
That would fall in line with that reaction though, right?
you had to spend at least another $100 for these. Like, come on now. Like, come on, don't play. Don't play it now. Don't do that.
The niggas got the nerve to put blue laces in them.
Niggas,
But we talk about that another.
All
Talk about that another time.
But nah, like, don't do that. Like, don't do that.
So no plans for your vibes. So it's vibes for Valentine's Day night.
More like it's gonna be vibes for V-Day.
Okay.
I'm gonna look on Groupon, see if they got any speed dating shit going on. I might do one.
Be careful
one of
with that,
those.
Mo, because you know how they feel about getting shit off Groupon for dates.
It's not a date though. I'm going by myself. I'm gonna try to find a speed dating event. That's
Okay.
I'll
Got
do
you.
it for shits and giggles. I ain't even just gonna, try to find the love of my life there, but I'm gonna do it for shits and giggles if it's on there.
What do you say to a girl on a speed date, like in that short amount of time to like gauge her interest?
I'm just trying to find out, just small talk. Honestly, whatever sticks.
Got you. I ain't never been on a speed
I mean,
date.
that's how I would look at it. Like I'm not trying to have no in-depth conversation. I know we're probably gonna be at this table for like 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever sticks. You'll remember me. I'll remember you. If that's what it is. Those shit just seem kind of like funny to me though. I
feel like I'd be geeking if I did that shit.
Word, me too. I think it'll be
Because you
more.
gotta be like, move on to the next one.
All right. you might be in the middle of a conversation. It's ding ding ding. Oh, gotta go. That's it. I think that's funny to me.
That shit wild, boy.
But yeah, more than likely it'll probably be vibes though. I'm even gonna lie to you. It'll probably be vibes.
My dog about to set another place on. Damn, my dog about to have a 3-peat out here.
Hey man.
Real shit. My dog already got 2 clubs under his belt.
Yeah,
This about to be
man.
the 3rd one.
Yeah, for real. Shout out to Vibez, man. That's the spot, man.
Word, that's what's up, man. I might have to pop up there one day, get some wings with you, my dog.
Please do. I
Yeah,
mean, you
man.
don't go to these type of spots, but I mean, it'll be dope if you
pop
did.
up, man. I'll pop up. I'll pop up one day.
All right.
Oh, Mike Lowry might make a little appearance, man.
All right, man.
Let's
get into this.
Let's
shit,
get into
though,
this
man.
shit, man.
Of course, y'all know. This has been a week of a lot of actions going on. Out
A lot
here.
of tomfoolery.
A lot of tomfoolery. A lot of fuckery, and it starts with the Gayle King, Lisa Leslie interview. Gayle King, she asked Lisa Leslie about, Kobe's. They was talking about Kobe Bryant, and she brought up his rape trial, what he was acquitted of, and charges dismissed and whatnot, and a lot of people didn't really like it because it's like I just said, he was acquitted of all these charges. Everything. The information's out there, y'all. If y'all don't know about it, then that's on you at this point. But this young lady, it was, what happened with the trial basically was, the girl was trying to get off on Kobe, or whatever, blah blah blah. So Gayle's asking Lisa Leslie about this, and she's basically telling her like, I've never known Kobe to even be like that, blah blah blah. Without saying too much, basically, I don't know Kobe as that. You know what I'm saying? I've always known Kobe as a good guy. You know what I'm saying? Despite whatever happened with the trial, whatnot, like that's not the Kobe that I know. And Gayle basically still trying to you know what I'm saying? Like still trying to ask the questions to frame him out to be something else. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And Lisa's like, again, like I don't. That's not my personal, relationship with Kobe. Like, I know guys like that, but Kobe was never like that. You know? So, Gayle's still doing like, the whole, well, maybe that's not with you. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit.
Yep.
So it's like, of course, people once they hit the internet, a lot of people not gonna like that. Of course, Snoop Dogg, he's had a personal relationship with Kobe and the family.
Uh-huh.
He had some choice words for her or whatnot, and yeah, I mean, it was going a lot of choice words. Lil Boosie chimed in, a lot of a lot of people that are deemed toxic had choice words for her. I don't think they're toxic at all. I just feel like what happened with the situation is like a lot of black men are tired of this shit. You know what I'm saying? We tired of.
My thoughts, like, I mean, cut you off. You done?
No, go ahead.
My whole takeaway from this is, number one, is irresponsible, is disrespectful, and the timing of it all. Like, even if Gayle wanted to interview Lisa Leslie and, she wanted to get her opinion on the whole Kobe Bryant situation, you had from 2003 to 2020, unfortunately Kobe passed away, to interview even him about this. You didn't. And you knew about it all this time. He done achieved many feats. He's won championships, been male athlete of the year, just won an Oscar last year. And with everything that's going on within Hollywood and their industry and all, you had ample opportunity to have a sit down and have this interview with him if you wanted to, and you didn't choose to do it. I feel like it was very disrespectful. It was tasteless. Kobe Bryant has a 17-year-old daughter who probably don't know these things about her father, and her father just passed, and she has to possibly hear about this in the media. You wasn't thinking about her. She was a baby when that happened. Probably wasn't even really born yet. And
that
she
was,
has
that
to.
was 2003.
2003. She just turned 17.
Yeah.
So she has to now hear about this about her father. Like, you're not thinking about the family. I seen a lot of people just seen Charlamagne say, remember black women or not the.
They spinning the narrative. They spinning the narrative.
Oh yeah, hold on, because I got bars for all of them.
Go ahead.
So at the end of the day, this is not a black woman thing. Snoop and whoever had expressed their feelings about Gayle King and Oprah about the situation, that's Gayle King and Oprah. That's not black women. Don't try to create this narrative about black women not being their enemy. It's not about that. We're talking about two black females who have over history chosen to push whatever narrative massa want them to push and get people to sway their opinions on certain black figures, and it's bullshit. It's not about black men not supporting black women. That's not what this is about. It's about you being irresponsible with your platform. They don't owe us an apology. Gayle King and Oprah don't owe black people an apology. The only person that's owed an apology right now is Vanessa Bryant. You're not thinking about Vanessa Bryant. Vanessa Bryant is the only one who's owed an apology right now. How is she feeling? We don't give a fuck about Gayle King getting death threats and she got to walk around with security. How is Vanessa Bryant feeling right now?
They made it.
Did you even think about that when you was interviewing Lisa Leslie in the timing of all of this, in the midst of all of this? You wasn't thinking about her. Vanessa Bryant is owed an apology, and that's the only person who's owed an apology. She don't owe me shit. Gayle King don't owe me shit. Oprah don't owe me shit. You owe a public apology to that woman's face about stuff that you've been running in the media with about her deceased husband. The shit is just out of pocket and it's wrong. This man hasn't even been put in the ground yet, and you've already done this interview. But that's their mantra. I see a lot of people saying also, we shouldn't throw Gayle King and Oprah away. We always tend to throw out people. It's not even about that. It's about I don't give a fuck who it is. If over time somebody has continually showed you who they are, then you need to take it for what it is. And Gayle King and Oprah have showed you through time who they are. They don't care who they railroad in the process of getting whatever point they want to get across to get clicks on an interview. You sitting here blaming the CBS for they chose this. You should even ask the fucking question. And Lisa Leslie being that man's friend, she don't want to talk about that. We want to celebrate this man's life, especially on something that he was acquitted on. Yeah, shout out to Lisa for holding it down.
She held it down.
But we need to get piggyback of what you said last week. You need to get more responsible with your platform and be mindful of the messages that you're spreading. And this whole thing with and shout out to Monique too, who also had bars for Oprah in terms of her wanting to speak on shit, and people are basically having picks. Basically, like, you still have not chose to interview Harvey Weinstein or these others, Woody Allen, even Trump himself, Matt Lauer. Like, you haven't chosen to interview none of these other guys, but it's always a black person that y'all choose to want to railroad and highlight. Like, this shit don't make no sense.
It's not, and people trying to make it like, we're defending rapists, but no, like she's like nobody's defended R. Kelly, so he's deserved everything he's gotten. Like we're talking about, like you said, like this is a trend. Like you've always gone after, black men, and you associate with the white men who do these things, but they don't get the same energy. That's all I was saying. Like no one's defending any rapists at all. I think that's what grinds my gears about this, because they make it like when we say damn, like all right, we get it, like you know what I'm saying, like rapists deserve to be called out. But when I see you associating, with serial rapists, you know what I'm saying, like you be in the same circles as
it looks a certain way.
It looks like they're giving you orders. So it's like I don't. Like no one's defending anybody, you know what I'm saying? All rapists deserve to smoke, but in this particular case, Kobe Bryant was 100% innocent.
The reason why I'm not buying is because she had plenty opportunities. She didn't speak a word about Kobe Bryant.
Right, I've never seen her
for
say
over
anything about
17
Kobe Bryant.
years.
But now that he's
dead, you choose this time.
We
where
haven't even buried
this
him.
Man, he hasn't even had his funeral yet. It's disrespectful and it's disgusting, honestly. Like I said, Vanessa Bryant is the only one owed an apology throughout all this. This is not no black woman thing. Like it's not even about that. So this narrative, whatever y'all trying to paint,
because that's the case, we wouldn't care anything about what Monique has to say about Oprah. It's not that.
Yeah, it's not that. We're talking about Gayle King and Oprah. That's it. It's not about turning your back on black women and all that other shit. Like no, dog. Like and that goes back to trying to change what the focus should be on. Gayle King needs to be held responsible for how she handled that interview, and that's what it is. It's nothing more, no less than that.
Then she tried to play the whole I got set up by the network. At the end of the day, bro, you asked the question. Like, it's no one set you up to ask that question. You asked that question. It was edited a certain way, so no, you asked the question.
Edited. It don't matter what clip they chose to put, and it's media. You know they was gonna run with that clip. It don't even that shouldn't even be all this other stuff that we've been highlighting and celebrating about Kobe. You come in, you put this wrench in here with that bullshit.
Like this shit discussing with them too, man. Like I sent you the interview. Like Michael Jackson had just been buried, and Oprah's sitting asking Michael Jackson's mom, "Oh, do you think there's anything that might have happened?" And she was like, "No, no at all."
Come on, man.
After this, Michael Jackson.
First of all,
died,
why would she even ask that when Mike's mom was with this man each step of the way through that whole shit? She should know where she stands.
But what people fail to realize is that he was already investigated for 10 years. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? I just read somewhere like the producers that even put together that latest bullshit ass documentary, that whole company is about to go, like, it's just folding. Like Carmen,
because his estate came after them.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying, like this shit ain't like that's good news for me. Hearing that, but
they have an agenda.
It's an agenda.
It's
bro.
an agenda with Oprah and Gayle King and many others like them, and people need to accept it for what fuck it is. It's not a mistake.
Yeah,
it's not. They should learn from this. They've been doing this shit for years.
It's like,
at what point do you sit back and you realize it's not about throwing our people away? This don't apply here. That's not what this. That's not how this shit works. When you have, especially how we're already behind the 8 ball on certain shit. When you have people of your own kind who are cool with
throwing us under
the bus and smearing notable people's names, especially after a death. You got to be held accountable for shit like that. Those are the type of people that you shouldn't be allowed to have no platform with. And it's just that simple. Vanessa Bryant is owed an apology at the end of the day.
Oprah up here crying about, you don't give a fuck about none of that, bro.
Talking about, you got the misogyny, visceral, and all this other shit. Like, what are you even talking about? That don't even make sense.
We holding y'all accountable. That's all it is. Nobody
else not doing well. How is Vanessa doing? I'm gonna always take it back to that. How is she doing? Have you reached out to her? Have you asked how her other 3 daughters are doing? She had 4 girls. She lost her husband and one of her girls. Y'all not thinking about that.
But like
she has to plan a funeral.
Like Denzel
said, her funeral hasn't even happened yet.
Y'all don't care about the responsibility. I just want to report shit. There's responsibility behind this shit now. You know what I'm saying? I say this all the time, like lazy journalism.
Mm-hmm.
I say this all the time, bro. That shit was lazy as fuck.
I don't get it, man. I don't know when they gonna learn or when they gonna get this shit together, but something gotta give, man. Like
Again,
you just
man,
can't be
shout out
allowing
Lisa
to have
Leslie,
this.
man.
Yeah, shout out to Lisa Leslie
Shout
for
out Lisa
holding
Leslie,
it down.
man. But
There you go. Yeah, it's definitely, but it's an agenda.
Yeah, it's definitely
it's
an
like
agenda.
it's like even if you
But the problem is they fucked up because they picked the great Kobe Bryant. So everybody knows. Like the chick she didn't show up for a reason. She didn't want to go through with charges for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
She was selling herself at the hotel. She got mad she couldn't get a bag. Period. She got mad she couldn't be Vanessa. In the long run, she thought maybe she was in a fairy tale la la land thinking something else. The thing that pisses me off the most, not that she brought it up, that Kobe was accused of it, but the fact that she pushed after, even when Lisa Leslie.
exactly that's my thing.
See the awkwardness in
Yeah, that's my thing. Like it's like, bro, like
you can see her.
the shit going left now. You know what I'm saying? The shit going left.
Are you fool? Are you crazy to even bring this up? This nigga he just passed away, and you got the nerve to sit there and ask me some crazy shit, and he was acquitted.
And that reminded me of the Oprah and Michael and Miss Jackson interview because he did the same thing to Michael Jackson's mom.
Mm-hmm.
Like you kept pressing this shit, and even Michael Jackson's mom, like she was like,
But Mike warned people about Oprah too.
yeah,
When Mike was alive, he warned people about Oprah too. And it's like, at what point do you start to sit back and just take? It's not a black thing. That's what I'm saying. I don't give a fuck who it is. You see what I'm saying? Like when people showed you, when people
right
show
on.
when people show you who they are, then take it for what it is.
you choose to look different because we all black at the end of the day.
Yeah, but if you, I don't give a fuck who it is. If you choose to still engage with Oprah, Gayle King, I don't give a fuck. They don't make or break my life. I could care less about what the fuck they do. Their profession is their profession. But all this notion about they not our enemy and da 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 da, it's not about that. It's a right and wrong thing, and they was wrong, and they need to be held accountable for it. It's dangerous when you do shit like that, especially when we already fighting the other battle. You see what I'm saying? Like, you don't need people of our own kind adding 10 on 10 to it. That shit don't make sense. And it's wrong. It's out of pocket. I just want to see a Vanessa Bryant public apology. That's all I want to see.
we ain't getting that.
That's all I want to see. Gayle's not doing well. Like, come on, nobody want to hear that
With
shit.
them fake ass tears, man. Nobody give a fuck about none of that shit, man. At all. Nobody give a fuck about none of that. At all, bro.
I think she even posted a video on her Instagram talking about what the fuck happened and all that other shit. Like, come on, man. Stop it. I saw Snoop got backlash from somebody talking about, you better watch what you say to Gayle.
And she married to a white man too.
The lady who tweeted Snoop?
Yeah, it was.
It's like there's an army behind her.
Yeah.
Nobody give a fuck about
Nobody give a
that.
fuck about none of that. We don't care. And me saying that she's married to a white man, that's not me against interracial relationships. That's just me pointing out the dynamic what's going on here. You know what I'm saying? Oprah, Gayle, they be with these same people that they shouldn't.
I
be
need
putting
Gayle
the smoke
King.
on.
I need Gayle King to interview Harvey Weinstein, Woody Allen, Dustin Hoffman,
Kevin
Donald
Spacey.
Trump, Kevin Spacey, all these
It's a
white
long list.
predators out here.
Politician Ed Buck, who done killed all these gay black men.
Slander Elvis.
Where,
He
where's-
dead. You like
yeah.
to slander people when they dead. Where's the slander for Elvis when he was fucking around
Where's
with
the
15-year-olds?
Neverland? I mean, not Neverland. What was?
I have no idea. I don't know.
even know what the fuck Elvis, whatever his Grace. Where's the Graceland documentary? Because he was actually married to an underage white woman. So where's that? You know what I'm saying?
And especially in the era now, I'm starting to see a lot of exposing when it comes to certain things that have been going on in like history, just with anything. Like, y'all don't take advantage of the people who are doing this shit, but you want to focus on people who've been acquitted and, basically, like you said, Michael Jackson was investigated for 10 years, never found nothing.
But we villainize him though.
At least try to.
With Oprah, it's like
It's
you.
something deeper,
If you look
man.
at anything she do, like she villainized black men. What was Harpo in Color Purple? What was representation of Harpo as a black man in Color Purple?
Mm-hmm.
Abusive drunk black man. I mean, but
she might have took that role of heart.
And why is it named Harpo of all things?
That's what I was about to get to. Over time, I really think that.
I think she-
and Oprah
yeah.
really just hurt women, and they don't.
Scornful. They don't need those type of platforms then.
They do, and they have those platforms, and not only that,
They're irresponsible with it though.
sponsored by these major networks because they push that in. They always have and always will. You know? They always gonna have the love of middle America and these upper echelon people that own these networks.
But yeah, you're right though.
They feel
Yeah.
like this is what is acceptable for us. This is the way that we.
She's always shitting on us, bro. Like on her show, like she shitted on rap music on Oprah on the.
This just shows you their true colors, and they just picked for once. They stepped over the wrong person. Should have never messed with Kobe. Touched too many lives internationally. This man touched too many lives.
I think the only episode of Oprah ever watched was when Jordan turned 49 or something like that. When he was on the Oprah show. That's the only time I ever watched that show. When he had like that in-depth like episode, when he talked about his life and shit. That's the only time I ever watched her fucking show, bro.
I don't got nothing good to say about neither one.
Hey man, it is what it is.
That dude was trash.
Very.
That was very trash, man.
Said it in trash. They would never disrespect anybody else. Like,
Shout out Lil Boosie, man. Shout out Snoop Dogg, man.
Shit, wow.
what lately, boy? He
Boosie been on point a lot.
need to be in politics, man. Boy, hating on Boosie.
Boosie a wild man. He's supposed to be coming out with a show soon, so.
That's overdue, but I get it. I get it. They give the real niggas the shows last, but it's all good, man. What's up with this white girl, Billie Eilish? That's her name?
Billie Eilish.
Eilish?
Yeah, so she made some comments about rappers and hip hop, saying she be listening to certain rappers talking about, oh, my bitches and my AKs, and be like, what guns? And you don't have these. A lot of rappers ain't living their raps. And my only question, I have a different perspective on this whole thing. It's like, I don't know why we get so outraged and upset about, what these people outside our culture be saying about us. Like, it be plenty rappers say the same shit in their raps. Like, Casanova is a prime example. Like, he say this shit all the time and nobody say nothing. But Billie Eilish say something we get all this reaction out of us. Like, I just don't get it, to be honest with you.
I don't.
Like,
Think
I'm not
it's
saying
really,
like I give a fuck about her opinion, because I don't. But it's
Right.
like the reaction aspect of it.
Right. I think what it is it's like with me personally, I just feel like it's just crazy how people like use like the whole like hip hop aesthetic or like the whole like rap style. Like we saw this with Post Malone, like you know what I'm saying? Like the first breakout singles like basically a rap song, but then they come on, black publications and basically say that they don't really fuck with rap and they only use it to get on. Same thing with her. Like I've seen her like she used like the whole like rap like fashion style or whatnot, but you have disrespectful remarks about our culture. You know what I'm saying? It's the same kind of thing to me. But I don't, like you say, I don't hold it with a grain of salt because you're an outsider to me. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't make or break how I feel about my shit. You know what I'm saying? But I do feel like shit like that needs to be checked, and I do understand why I understand Styles P, saying what he said, in regards to that. So I'm not really I don't really feel like he was like outraged about it. It's just like, it's more like, who are you? You know what I'm saying? Like you don't hold any weight within this culture. You know what I'm saying? Like if anything, like I just said, like you'll use our whole like our style and our aesthetic, but you in the same breath you can be disrespectful towards it. So that's what happens when you allow so much access to your shit. And unfortunately, rap is like a global culture now. So you got to take the good with the bad, and that's just the bad, honestly. So I've never heard a song from this young lady in my life. So
Nah, me either.
So
I
it's like-
saw her sing with Alicia Keys one time. That's about it. But I ain't got none of her songs
Yeah,
that I listen to or nothing like that.
I don't
so.
have any. I don't have any gripe with her. or
Apparently,
whatever.
she has a lot of people like within the rap industry that she's close with.
Right.
I know like she close with like Kid Cudi, Ty Dolla $ign, Drake, Young Thug, people like that. So I don't know if that's her she's been around them, and she formed her opinion based off of her friendship with them,
Right.
whatever it may be. Could care less about it, but I mean that's her opinion. That's her opinion. It's about what we give power to.
Yeah, what we give power to. I feel like when we
plain rappers say that, oh, y'all niggas ain't about this and da 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 da, and I get it, understand it, because she's not within our culture. She makes pop music.
That's what I'm saying. Like this has nothing to do with you. You know what I'm saying? Like who are?
And
like,
granted, it might have been an interview or something. She asked a question. It's just like
still
to take
though,
that
like,
question
yeah,
and brought it up, but we don't never. That'd be my thing. Like we don't never be having nothing to say about y'all culture, bro. Like we don't care what y'all do in pop music or country music or rock music. Like
even though we created those lanes too.
Yeah, like
so it's like we don't even care. That's the thing about the whole rap shit to me. Like y'all, we have created all of these. We basically created music, so it's like we've created all of these genres. Y'all have basically throughout time have stolen each one from us. But for some reason, rap is something that you can never completely outright own. You know what I'm saying? And I think like that's kind of like a thing. Like it kind of eat them alive. Kind of like like they can put people under all these shitty ass contracts and this and that. But it's like it's more than just the business aspect when it comes to rap. Like it's an actual culture. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't own a culture. So it's like. Shit like this will always happen, like with these out of pocket like comments and shit like that. Like it'll never hold no weight. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause at the end of the day, you weren't born into this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So, like I said, like when I first saw it, I just scrolled by. I was like, oh, okay, like
that's exactly what was my thing. But then I just started seeing all these.
I mean, but at the same time, like I said, like it's like. Even with Styles when Styles like
Oh yeah, Styles did say something. What he say?
He basically said the same thing I said. It was like, I mean, he basically was like his statements was like, who are you? Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't hold any stock in our culture to even speak on it like that. Like, that's part of like the whole. I think what it is like, people on the outside they look at like the storytelling aspect of rap. And I think they kind of hold it to another standard. Is like, oh well, if y'all not really doing this, then what point does it prove? But storytelling's always been a part of rap, like period. So it's like
regardless of what they.
But that's in music in general, though. Yeah. They tell stories in country music. They don't necessarily got
to be the truth.
Yeah, they tell music and they tell stories in country music, R&B, sweetgrass, all kind of shit is stories within songs. But for some reason. They want to point fingers at rap. I guess, I don't know, maybe it's the low-hanging fruit, but it is what it is, man.
It probably is.
Yeah, it is. I mean, because, like I said, it's a global thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, pop is global, but people listen to rap before they listen to, rap and hip-hop culture bleeds into everything. So it's just like, I understand it. That's why... Like I said, like an outsider's, opinion on it would never bother me. You know what I'm saying? Like at all.
I definitely agree.
Like I said, like I scrolled by that shit. Like I was like, all right, but I'm not mad at Styles P for saying what he said at all.
No, definitely not.
It's just,
I have never seen nobody in rap like ever like speak on anything outside the fucking culture, man. Like have it just so. Deep, like not even deep, just have an opinion. Period, like on pop music or
I've never seen it.
I've never seen it.
We don't care about that shit.
Everybody got so much to say about black people and what we do and what we say and how we say it. And you remember that time when they was trying to get it? And it's not as big as it was now. You know how they tried to at the time? They was like trying to get us to stop saying the N-word. You remember that?
I mean,
it shouldn't be in the vocabulary period.
But that's only because they didn't have. Like I said, they don't have no ownership over this shit, so they want to try to restrict it. They don't have no jurisdiction over who us saying the N-word, so they want to try to take it from everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's the same.
Back to what Ice Cube was saying.
They got a weird relationship with ownership, bro.
Who was the guy who said the N-word on his night show on HBO, and Ice Cube went up there?
Bill Maher.
Yeah, went up there and talked to him. He was like, "Yeah, Bill, it basically was like, but it's our word now. You can't say it and we just gonna leave it at that.
Yeah.
And that's basically what it like. They're mad because they can't say it or can't use it. Like, you know how I noticed I remember one time there was a tweet and this guy was like, you notice how you said cracker, but you said N-word?
N-word, exactly. It was on the news
you knew
too.
not to say that.
It's on the news too. It was like racial slurs versus the N-word. And I'm like, nigga, y'all just proved the fucking point.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all know that y'all shouldn't be saying this shit.
Mm-hmm. Well, we saying amongst each other in conversation, y'all have an issue with that. I don't know why.
It has nothing to do with you. Mind your business.
Mm-hmm.
Mind your business, bro. Like
that's why, like, I can't remember who it was who say they got white homies who say the N-word when they talking to them. I can't remember who it was.
That shit corny, bro. If you one of those black people that identify with that, you're a cornball.
But you know,
me and you have nothing to talk about.
You know what I try not to do too though? Like if I'm sitting like at work or something, or if I'm out and you know I'm talking to a homie or whatever, and a white person right there, I try not to use an N-word while we having a conversation.
Why?
Because a white person right there, because I don't want them to feel comfortable using that shit.
I'm not gonna censor myself. Like honestly,
it's not a censor. It's not a censor.
I
get what I'm saying?
No, I feel you. I feel you because you don't want them to feel like, oh, he might be cool with it, but at the end of the day,
yeah.
Like if you do say that shit around me, I'm still gonna check you.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying I wouldn't check them.
But no, I'm not.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
me personally, I'm not gonna limit myself just because I'm around. I'm around them, but I'm not mad at you either for doing that.
Yeah,
but I'm just saying, like, nah, because I just feel like we at a point now, like you know, bruh. Like you know,
especially at a certain age.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like I ain't your homeboy that you say that shit around. You don't even know me like that, so don't even play with me. Don't play with me, bro. Like just don't do that. I ain't your peoples, bro.
They always want to try to have control over certain things, man. But
that's what I say. So it's a weird.
Y'all can't. So
yeah, it's a weird dynamic, right? When they can't have their way.
Yeah, when they can't have their way, they always try to create this type of
how can you
theories
get to do it and well, nigga, you can't. Like you can't. You can't.
That's just like when Dan Rue was going on that rant,
and
he was talking about but you say cracker, I was like, and they was like, and he's like, well, I can say nigga, and I was like, see.
And the thing is, you can say whatever you want to say, but you got to stand on that.
But see, them the motherfuckers I don't like. I hate white people like Dan Rue, bro, who feel like they're entitled to say certain shit, to say certain things, or just be entitled to certain things.
But see, the thing is, ain't nobody ever checked him. Ain't nobody ever smacked the shit out of him.
Somebody should have checked him in that room.
Exactly.
When he said
that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying. You entitled.
And a lot of people didn't know Dan Rue was white. That beard was saving him. That's what it was.
That's the thing. You entitled to say whatever you want to say. However, you just like you're entitled to say whatever you say. Anybody's entitled to feel however they feel upon you saying that. So like you can get up here and just because you wear skinny jeans, you got a beard, and you might look light skinned, but you're white at the end of the day, and you're not gonna be trying to play with me no type of way, because I'll smack the shit out of you, bro. I'll smack the shit out of Dan Rue, bro. Like on some real shit, bro. Like don't come around me just because you can dance and all this other shit and nobody else checked you. I'll slap the shit out of you.
Yeah, he done got comfortable within a
lot
of black people within his circle.
And I think that's what it is. Like,
and they famous. So.
He blackfished a lot of people. So it's like, all right, a lot of people thought he was light skinned. I already kind of know. I was like, bro, this.
When I saw that picture of Dan without the beard,
he looked like a physics teacher.
So that's what I'm saying. The beard definitely like gave him the, like you said, the blackfish tag. Like, because I thought Dan was a light skinned dude until. You know, I saw the shit pop on the TV, like, no, Dan is white. I was like, oh, okay, well, he needs to be checked on it, so.
But you see the thing, like, how he maneuvered, like, funny now, because when he got his car pulled, like, he don't tweet no more. He don't do nothing no more.
He just be dancing and
shit. He just dance around on niggas' pages. And he know what he doing, because he know, like, if he started a Twitter page, he would have been done hung himself by now. If he was still tweeting off that page, he would have been done hung himself. And I know this for a fact. Like he's one of them type of spineless people.
Shit wild, man.
That shit crazy to me, bro. Like that shit's definitely wild to me, bro.
That shit is wild, man.
Like when that video first came out, when he was like, you know, like he had no beard.
Yeah, when he was ranting.
Like that nigga deleted that Twitter page so quick, bro. But he still be dancing on niggas' pages and shit. It's certain goofball niggas still dancing with him and shit. So it is what it is, man. Unfortunately, niggas who always want to be on, get popular, they relate with shit like that. So I mean that's the truth though. There's no reason why no black people should be receptive towards Nehru at all. Yeah. Am I lying or?
But see, that go back to the other conversation, like about how us as black people, we give too much credit for white people doing the most minuscule shit, bruh. Like
I saw a video.
These motherfuckers dance for us. It's like, oh, he's invited to the cookout.
Like I saw a video.
If they say, oh yeah, black people are this. I saw some shit with Gary Owen talking about how black people are so much stronger when they come together. It could be what's the actor? Gary, the comedian. Who was the actor that Robert De Niro when he said fuck Trump? You know what I'm saying? Like white person say fuck Trump and it's he's invited to the cookout and all this other shit.
I saw a video of Prince Harry. It was like a little compilation video of him moving because his wife is like half black. He was moving like her hair and they would put like little awards around her neck and shit. And it was like, oh, he's such a caring man. It's like, bro, like. He's such a caring white husband. I was like, bro, what the fuck?
That's what you're supposed to do.
What the fuck are y'all talking about?
That shit that you're supposed to do for your wife.
That's what the fuck are y'all?
How does that equate to him getting invited to the fucking cookout? I'm not giving white people credit for the smallest
being
shit.
Humans, bro. I'm not doing that.
Like I'm not. If you choose
to, that shit is corny, bro.
If you choose to speak on like our behalf and counter your white counterparts on bullshit that they be doing, that's cool. But I'm not gonna just jump for joy, be like, oh my gosh, like that shit don't work like that.
Bro, I was at a house party a long time ago downtown. I'll never forget this shit. And I think it was probably like some College of Charleston kids or something. This was a long time ago. And this white girl, she was rapping So Icy by Gucci Mane. And this black dude was like, yo, dude, like he was like, that's how he sounded. He's like, yo, dude, she know Gucci Mane, like. And I was like, oh. And I just walked away. This nigga felt so fucking stupid. I was like, bro, I'm not about to. You want me to pat her fucking head? Like, what the fuck do you want?
Give her a cookie.
Like, get this corny shit away from me, bro. I don't give a fuck about her knowing So Icy by Gucci Mane, bro. What do that mean?
Don't mean shit,
bro. Like this, you're
Boondocks
not impressed.
Gotta hurry up.
It's like he wanted me to be like, oh, like I'm so impressed by this. I don't give a fuck about that.
Boondocks gotta hurry up and come back, man. Magruder gotta hurry up and get this shit rolling, man, because there's a lot of shit that he can highlight. All this bullshit that be going on, man. Like,
like we just gotta.
You gotta start giving these people so much credit for
being basic humans.
Just because you dance and you can hit the nay and do all this other shit, don't mean that I'm just gonna jump out the window and invite you to this quote unquote cookout. Like,
I don't want to be at that cookout, bro. If that's the cookout, I don't want to be at that shit. Because initially, like we only celebrate cookouts to be with our people. You know what I'm saying? When all these Columbus Day and 4th of July and all that other shit, we don't celebrate those actual holidays. That'd be like for us to be with our people. You know what I'm saying? So why
they don't even give us MLK off?
Exactly. So why the fuck?
Even though it's a federal holiday.
I'm not about to bust my ass and play myself and invite these people. These are our gatherings.
Yeah. Shit, the 4th is on a Friday. I don't mean to get off topic, but the 4th is on a Friday.
So,
all these holidays are falling on the Friday this year.
The whole
you got to take advantage of 2020,
man. Hey, man, the whole month of 420 for my smokers is 420. So,
you got to take advantage of the whole month.
Hey, do with that information as you will. But, man, when it comes down to it, man, like my brothers and sisters, man, cut that corny shit out, man. I know this is going to fall on deaf ears, but cut that corny shit out. Just because white people do basic shit, that don't mean they should be invited to our personal spaces.
And then when they get comfortable and they start doing some shit, then
now
you get mad.
Problem. Yeah,
you get mad at them when they say some shit that's out of pocket. But no, you gave them that leeway.
Yeah, like you gave them that, so you only kick yourself in the ass.
See, that's why I didn't really jump out that gates. I didn't jump out the gates. Period. With that whole Tom Hanks son. What's the dude's name?
Chet Hanks.
Chet Hanks or
I've
whatever
always
his name
been skeptical of white people talking like that anyway, so I've never.
And I'm not saying he was disrespecting the culture or none of that. I'm not even saying none of that, but I'm not gonna just be like, oh, he
Oh,
down
no.
with
Oh,
he
no,
down
he-
with the
He
like
got
no.
called out a few years ago because he had no problem with saying he thought that it was no problem with him saying the N word. Like he been got called
Oh,
out.
see, I never knew that.
Yeah, like that was a while ago. I don't even really feel like Tom Hanks really fuck with him like that. That's just his son, so he stuck with that. Nigga
I didn't even know
there.
he had a son.
Yeah, he does.
I didn't even know Tom.
I
Had
knew.
A son.
I found
I didn't
out
know he had a
because
son.
he tried to rap. He tried to rap a while back, and he got called out for saying the N word. He was like, "Why I can't say it?" Like on some shit like that. I was like,
But
bruh,
now he say some shit in a different accent. Now it's cool.
he got a fake ass patois accent, and now he's, hey man, like you're like
This should be wild, man.
shit is crazy to me. Like they try to use our shit as a costume, bro. Like
You can't put the shit. You like you can't put the shit on when it's convenient. Take it like this. This shit is real. You see what I'm saying? Like you got to take what come with this shit. Everything that come with it, and that's when the line get crossed. Like, hey, like Mooney said, everybody want to be a nigga till it's time to be a nigga.
yeah, man, you won't be a nigga till you get pulled over, and now you're Chet Hanks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm
I
Tom's
bet you
son.
that accent switch up then.
Yeah, I'm Tom's son. How you doing, officer?
Yeah, use that white privilege to your advantage.
Yeah, man. But enough of those devils. Let's move on. Let's move on to some. Speaking of Valentine's Day, man, I think Meek and Nicki still in love with each other, man.
I don't think that's love, man. I think that's just a war of who can hurt who the most.
But
If I love somebody, if I have, at one time had loved somebody as much as they portrayed or deemed it, I wouldn't go to those depths. That just becomes a war of words at that point. It becomes, but you know how I know it's not love? Because she's done this with other people. She's done it with Safari. It's the
Nicki's-
same one too.
if I'm Nicki's nigga, bro, I'm feeling a way if my girl, supposedly move on and she still got all this energy for an ex nigga, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Time after time again, though.
Time after time, like it's always you always got words for this nigga, and it's like, bro, like as a man, I'd probably be like, hey, like why we still speaking on this nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like, not that I care about the nigga, but it's like that's stopping us from growing.
The Twitter shit was just nasty.
That Twitter
Like,
shit was disgusting.
It
bro.
was nasty.
That
It's
Twitter
like,
shit-
bro, like you getting out of pocket. Y'all doing this shit back and forth on the net. Like, y'all could have had the conversation in person. And like I said, the last time when we talked about it, if Meek did had approached that man trying to be on some funny shit, then I get it. But other than that,
From
it even
what
had.
came out, he was just trying to talk to him, like try to squash everything, like.
But if from his like I said, I'm only going for what he said.
Right.
If that was coming off the heels of him trying to play him because of the clip about the nigga, oh, this nigga got Balenciagas with boot cut jeans.
Yeah.
You trying to approach me,
Hit
trying
my
to talk to
phone.
me, you be like, hey, bro, like, no, I'm not on that type of time. You out here, you saying slick shit, like,
No,
I'm
I
not,
get that.
I'm not with
I get that.
You
I
see what
get
I'm saying?
that.
But
I get
on
that.
outside of that, past that to now, all this back and forth on the internet shit, like, no. If you want to squash some shit, let's have a sit down, have a conversation. He don't even got to be there. And if he not cool with that, then cool. I respect it. Hey, no love lost. Keep it pushing, because at the end of the day, that is his woman now. So if he not cool with me having a conversation with her, then I just leave this shit alone. Ain't got to be all this extra shit, but all that back and forth on the, oh, you was shook when we was in the store, and
We said this when she was dissing Safari. I was like, yo, like if I'm Safari, I would really want to have a conversation with her, like, bro, why you still speaking on me? You know what I'm saying? We said that back
it's
then.
the same one too, man, with Nicki and this shit, man. It's getting old because, like I said, like for you to be arguably a rap icon, you always have these moments that shouldn't be happening. Like you should be on like Beyonce type level when it comes to you bigger than that. Like you bigger than that. Like it's never been a time where I've seen Beyonce like ever address no bullshit like that. Even when she was going her cheating scandal with Hove, like she wasn't out here addressing no females or, so crazy. I saw Fab had an interview a couple weeks back, and he was talking about how Beyonce had basically like had kind of checked him on a line that he said in a rap song. It's so crazy because I still listen to that mixtape.
Which song?
Def Come in Threes, and it's a song. Nicki actually features on the song. It's off the Lemonade beat by Gucci, and he was like, "If you could have Beyonce, would you take Solange?" And he was like, they was at a like party or something. Beyonce was like, "Hey man, let me holler at you." And Fab basically was like, she was saying like, "Hey, like that's family. Like I really ain't appreciate how you had,
Right.
put that in the song, whatever." And he was like, she was real respectful about it. I understood where she was coming from, and that was it. But it wasn't on Twitter. It wasn't through no like real malice words. You get what I'm saying?
50 say Beyonce rolled on him too one time, but over Hove though.
Oh, okay.
He said they was at a premiere or something like that, and she did the same thing. She called him over, and she was like, she basically was like, checking him like, yo, like, you got a problem with Hove? Like, you got a problem? You talk about us or some shit like that? He was like, oh, nah, it's just music. You know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't really. She was like, all right, let's just keep it like that. Like, basically, like 50. I don't think 50 would lie about that.
And that's how you exactly. And we know how 50 is, and that's how shit should be handled. This shit that Nicki is doing, for her to be arguably the biggest biggest rap female all time. Like, you bigger than that.
Why are you clout chasing? What clout are you chasing at that
No,
point?
I don't think it's clout chasing. I think that's how she is. I don't think it's clout chasing though. I think that's just how she is, and she needs to fix that.
She ain't grown yet. Like, ain't she? What? She like 36.
You have some people who are. That's what I'm saying. That goes back to what I said earlier. When people show you the same thing over and over again,
that's who they are.
That's just who they are. So to me, it's not a clout chaser thing. That's just who she is.
That's just her makeup.
That's her makeup. And for her to be this great female rapper, arguably the biggest all time, like, you bigger than that.
We're supposed to be on a different type of time.
You're a different type of time. I view her in that class. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
I view her in that class.
Right.
Same way Beyonce had an issue with Fab and with 50 ever. They had the same. We never heard about it until they spoke on it. That's how the shit should have been.
Like, we got her fighting.
Like, if you know Meek is being
video of her
petty,
fighting at the Met Gala. Like, come on, bro.
If you know Meek is being petty, taking shots at your man, you should be on some, however it may be, behind the scenes. Hey, dog, let me talk to you. Hey, me and you not together no more. You out here. I don't know if you being petty, liking and saying certain shit about my mans, but you need to clean that up. Like, that's not cool. And we should never hear about it unless it come out in an interview years down the line. But all this internet feud back and forth and all this other bullshit, like, it's unnecessary.
It's tasteless.
Yeah, it don't make no sense. I'm kind of disappointed in Meek too for even taking the bait on that.
Yeah, I don't even think Meek should have did that, nor he shouldn't even have did the shit at the store. Honestly, like you say, like,
you pussy, this pussy shit. Like, y'all sound dumb.
He been knew what type of time that them two on anyway, so it's like ain't nothing to talk about with them two, man. Like,
and even off the heels, you know how she handled the Safari shit when you was with her. You
right.
should have known how that shit was gonna go down.
Exactly.
Now that you're the ex, you get what I'm saying? So you should have seen that coming. Focus on the music. You got your girl now. She pregnant.
Going on,
like he said on the tweet, and he deleted, like, my girl sitting up here pregnant, and she looking at me doing this. Like, nah, I'm not doing this shit.
Exactly. Like,
you look dumb.
You on a different type of time now, man. You got a little one about to come into this world. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, I don't play them type games.
Hey, man, what's up with niggas? Like,
I don't play them type games on the
like,
Twitter and all of that. I DM niggas,
especially with
if you got an issue and I sense an issue, I'm gonna DM you like a man. Ain't gotta be on no. We gotta get down with it, but I'm gonna DM you and ask you, like, yo, like, do we got a problem?
Yeah, I'm gonna check your temperature, bro. Like, what's going on?
That's it. It don't gotta be no war words or getting on a podcast or doing all
arguing
this
with
shit.
your ex on the internet and all that shit is corny, bro. I'd never argue with nobody that I used to lay down with.
No, yeah, definitely. Especially if at one point I had love for you.
I'll block you before I do all that.
Yeah.
I ain't doing nothing. I'll block you, and then when I see you in person, I'll talk to you. But I ain't doing that whole engaging with you like in a negative light, on the internet and shit.
Yeah, because what is that proving? All you doing is being an entertainment show.
Hey man, that's always funny, man, because you brought up Meet Mill Girl, and I saw like a lot of people being so like critical towards her, like calling her out of her name, calling her ugly and shit like that. And I'm like, bro, like,
Milano chick?
Yeah, and I'm like, bro, like, y'all ever dealt with real women? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she ugly and this how she look without makeup.
A lot of shit I see now.
This how a lot of women look without makeup, bro.
It's,
what y'all talking about?
But it's a norm now, and unfortunately, it's sad. But a lot of that shit now, I become desensitized to.
What?
Like shit like that. Like I just scroll by it now.
Yeah, I just feel like bro, like. I saw one dude, he called her ugly, but nigga, they pulled up a picture of you with your baby mama, and you got her clothes on. You got her sweats, you got a Milano sweatsuit on.
But you clowning her.
You trying to clown this girl, bro.
You put money in her pockets though.
I just saw several tweets, but that was one that stood out. Cause when he called her ugly, that was the one that caught the traction. So everybody was like, "Bro, let me see your girl. Let me see your girl." And they found a picture of him with his baby mom at a I guess with a baby shower.
But
And
see, I don't even be mad at shit like that.
You got a
more.
Milano sweatsuit on.
When
bro.
you be coming at people, you open the door for slander on your end.
Yeah, so you got to make sure that you on point. Like it was another girl, and she called Milano ugly. And
they put her picture side by side.
Yeah, they was like,
hey,
let's
bro,
compare.
Like, come on.
They did the hashtag let's compare.
The heels. The boy took the heels that she had on. It was like she had on some office heels or some shit. That shit was wild. You know, Twitter start dissecting your pictures now. They zoom in on certain shit, and you might be done after that.
You can't come right here no more.
Mm-hmm.
You can't come right here no more. You get shot in the ass and ran off the block. You can't come right here no more. You got your jewel shining too, right? You got you a chain now. But nah, man, like I just feel
niggas
like
gotta stop that shit.
niggas gotta quit that shit.
Niggas
bro.
being
like,
real, and niggas be
niggas
speaking.
doing this shit.
It be niggas like niggas really be on some corny shit, bro. Y'all niggas got to stop that shit, dog. Like
y'all deal with women for real, like you know what I'm saying? Like I don't think Milano's ugly at all. Like when I saw a picture, I was like, she's a pregnant woman. Like what y'all, you know? I didn't think she was ugly at all, and I'm like, bro, y'all focus on the wrong thing because this man's at a J.P. Morgan summit. The picture is worth billions of dollars.
Hey, like Nas said, was you disrespect? Like, did women not love you when you was younger? Remember when Nas said that on YouTube?
Yeah.
That's basically what that was. Like, you would never love, man? Like, what's the problem?
Word. You would never say if Meat Mill was in the same room.
You know,
with
I hate you. You know, I hate to see.
But exactly.
Because your mind thinks it's like that.
I be thinking like this too. Like, well, that's like. But see, that's the thing. Don't you feel like this? Like, say, like, of a girl would be like, "Yo, I heard this nigga was talking like slick about you," but when you feel the same, like, bro, this nigga would never even be in the same room with me. You know what I'm saying? It'd be the same shit when I be like, bro, you would never even say that if Meek was in the same room with you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you would never say that shit, bro.
And every time they zoom in on the nigga picture, it be them same class of niggas that look the same.
Exactly.
It just be like, oh, this nigga look like a corn. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like,
These niggas be
it
like-
always be them same type.
These niggas. She looked like she's a
beautiful
cute pregnant.
woman.
She was a cute pregnant woman. But I felt she was cute before all of that. You know what I'm saying? I just
And she
think it's
doing her
funny.
thing out here. So.
Yeah, she got her She got her own shit going on. Like she was popping before she started dealing with me. So it's like
Definitely.
I don't understand. Like what? I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. Like the shit be weird out here. Like men, it be men, you know, exhibiting like behaviors that, you know, female behavior, bro. It be too much feminine behavior. But you know, I guess it's part of me being toxic. I get to call out pussy ass niggas too, right? That's the good.
Fact.
That's the
that's
good
what
side
it
of
is.
being toxic, right? So
Niggas gotta stop that
I'll
shit.
be toxic for that. If I can call out pussy ass niggas, I'll be toxic. I'll stay toxic. Hey man, toxic niggas been winning lately, bro.
I can say that. Yeah.
Let's look at the scoreboard here.
I'm standing on my square forever, dog.
Hey, let's look at this. Let's look at the scoreboard here. So we was right by Juicy Smollett. We was right by Terry Crews a year ago. And he's still taking L's now. We right about Gayle and Oprah. We calling out pussy ass niggas.
And even for Oprah to try to use misogyny in that interview was
Oh, I
just
loved
a
it.
sad.
I loved it.
Oh, that was ugly.
That was the white flag.
It was just like you seeing somebody go across the middle and just get
That was the white flag.
decapitated. Like,
That was
that was a white flag.
That was like, you know, the picture that they got, like the white people picking cotton with Martin.
Yeah, that's what that was.
That was like the same picture, but Future is like in the
Yeah,
sky,
in the clouds.
Future in the clouds, and you got who else? Like Pimp C, like the toxic, like the Mount Rushmore.
Mount
Like,
Rushmore. toxic niggas.
that's what I looked.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, you used the misogyny? Oh, okay, we won.
Yeah.
We won this shit, dog.
You ain't got nothing else to grab to now. Talk to this nigga. Talk to this nigga, man. Shout out to Tay Rock, man.
Get this nigga Rex.
Get this nigga Rex.
Hey.
Yeah, man. But that's what that shit. I be like, dog. Niggas gotta stop. Anytime I see any nigga like try to play somebody girl that's obviously attractive, I just be like, dog, like, you gotta get out the paint, man.
You got the paint. You ain't even.
Why would you even want to comment on somebody
Period. Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with you? What does it matter, nigga?
You ain't fucking her.
You acting like a female right now.
Yeah.
You ain't going to neither.
Yeah. Definitely. So, hey man, what we got next, man?
Hey man, so did you want to touch on the future situation, or you ain't want to talk about that?
What future situation?
With his son?
Oh yeah, man, that's unfortunate, man. I hope, future son, is possibly facing like 20 years for gang activity.
They had a major gang sweep, gang activity. They just established a new gang.
Oh man, Feds did a sweep.
Yeah, no,
I had
right.
that was an alley oop, man. I had to take that one, man.
You're right.
Yeah.
They just
Damn.
Nah. In all
No pun
seriousness,
intended,
though.
man. No, also serious shit. But damn, that's crazy though, right?
No, you're right. But Atlanta, they just established a new gang force, like task, like a new gang
force task, yeah.
And they did like a major sweep like a week and a half ago, and Future's oldest son, he got caught up in it or whatever. So he got
17
caught with,
years old.
Yeah, he got caught with that.
And they charged him as adults in Georgia.
Yeah, because he got caught with a weapon with the barcode scratched off it. So that's a major thing. You know, there was like, you know, words. The babe, his mother been trying to get him help and whatnot, and you know, I think when the news first broke out, it was so much, you know, slander about future this, future that, future this, and I'm not excusing his actions. You know, granted, if there were a lack of communication between him and his son or not, that's on him. He do need to, if that's the case, then he does need to, you know, be more active and more attentive towards his kids.
Yeah, that's a crucial age.
I don't think that should have been a moment where niggas be so quick to want to slander Future. I think we need to be sending more.
Oh, you know, that's a window now. That's a window of opportunity.
It's a window opportunity, but I feel like, you know, the more important thing here is this kid. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we need to be focused on trying to tear
17. Yeah.
Niggas getting the shit at 17. It's a very susceptible age. What I tell you?
That's a crucial age.
Those are crucial years. So it's like,
and a father figure is very important for that age range.
So,
very important.
But even niggas that I know that grew up with a father,
they still fuck up.
Yeah.
Still fuck up, bro. It's still niggas with both parents that fuck up.
it's all about your frame of mind.
Your frame of mind, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, with him being
That's it. And like you say,
his old man, he either want to do something to prove himself or feel like he need to.
you know how like you always had certain niggas who get caught up in shit and be like, damn, bro, this nigga, you grew up in the house with both your parents.
Yeah, that don't even matter
You know
to
what I'm
some
saying?
people,
Like,
though. Like,
It be them type of dudes. It be them type of dudes. So when I look at this situation, I read the article. Even the mother had tried to, you know,
Get
put
him
more
help and shit,
responsibility on Future for not being around. And like you said, if he hasn't been active, then that's on him. Like, you need to step up and do your part. But also the mother has a hand in that too, because how are you letting your son run reckless and wild and do all these things? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, and at the end of the at 17, my mom ain't really had no.
My mom had already wiped me. You know, she had already given up on me. And, like,
So basically, he need to,
At
because when I read the article, she was even saying,
At-
at that point, it didn't matter what the fuck either one of them said.
At seeing, I'm not negating. I'm not trying to, like, you know, ridden either parent of responsibility. But at the end of the day, bro, like, niggas gonna get into shit, bro. Like, when you 7, like when you got all that shit, you got access to all of this shit, bro, and it's right there, and you might have a little left because niggas know who your father is, bro. Like, it's easy to get into some pitfalls.
with Future being your father, you have a lot of opportunities to do things.
And like,
The
like
financial security aspect. You see what I'm saying? You had ample opportunity to do multiple of things. You shouldn't be caught up in no gang activity.
But at 17, if you are, it's. I'm not making no excuses for this little dude. Like, you know what I'm saying. But at the end of the day,
he holds some responsibility.
he do owe some.
Responsibility. Make him accountable for his actions. They gonna charge him as an adult. Show
I
him
mean-
what that shit is like.
Yeah, you're right.
Wake his ass
You're
up.
right. You're right. That's like on some scared street shit.
And, I mean, it's point blank period.
I've been saying the same thing for Tariq, so I gotta hold it. I gotta keep it accountable for a nigga in real life.
But we all know that you gotta be accountable. That's the way we was raised. Nigga, you
Yeah.
deserve- you gonna get
I mean, at
that's how I
17,
was
I
raised.
knew
Yeah.
if I was doing some fucked up shit out here, I would have had to been accountable because at the end of the day, people did tell me what's right and wrong. So it's like at the end of the day, bro, they can't hold my hand no more. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So nah,
I graduated at 17. So when I graduated, I like even though technically I wasn't 18, like I was done with high school. You're technically an adult.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I knew if I got into certain things out here in the street, or if I did knowing better, I would have to be held accountable for it. Even at 14, 15, 16, 17.
I just feel like at that point, like, you know,
you really start to see what shit for what it is when you hit high school.
Exactly.
Middle school, you don't really get. When you hit high school, because you crossing over to that manhood and you start to learn.
You picking up responsibilities.
You see other, and then you also see other examples of what niggas doing. You don't want to get caught up doing shit like that, or you don't want to do this. You see what I'm saying? You really started to pick your path in life at that.
At
within
17,
that, yeah.
I know. At 17, I knew what came with being in the gang. You know what I'm saying? So I can't really, you know, if I was in
17, I knew the same as well.
exactly. So I can't.
I had plenty of friends
Mhm.
that were gang affiliated. I just never chose that route. And I mean, the closest of friends, some of them were
I can't really.
in gang activity. But
Yeah.
I was always like, fuck it. I just
Them my people at the end of the day.
I
Like,
do what I do. I
yeah,
always-
exactly.
I always
Like,
niggas
Mhm.
in my pocket at the same time.
but I'm just saying, like, you know,
right from wrong.
and saying all that, I still wish the young man the best. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, hopefully, you know, he can come from under that situation. Like, I don't want to see nobody like really, you know, losing 17.
Hell no.
17, like you ain't really even lived yet, so it's like
Yeah, I heard Future had got him like a
lawyer,
good
he
lawyer
paying,
team
yeah,
and stuff
you
like
know.
that. So yeah,
Yeah.
hopefully he just get like probation or something like that.
Yeah, it's more than likely, but you know, you gotta
But he gotta get straight after that though. Like you ain't no more fucking Georgia don't play with the gang with that gang activity and stuff. So
Yeah, I mean
hopefully
that's
get
how they
stuff
got 21 Savage last year. They did a
play with black men doing shit.
major gang sweep last year.
Right.
That's
you're right. The world.
People can pick your ass and bury you if
If they want to. Mm-hmm.
that was what the whole 21 Savage situation was last year. They did a major gang sweep. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, you gotta be careful out here, man. If you maneuvering, man, that's all I'm gonna say.
Mm-hmm.
So
Definitely.
I wish-
Speaking of Tariq
what's up, man?
and Ghost, I just want to say RIP to the greatest show to not live up to expectations ever.
I think this hurts more than Game of Thrones.
Yeah, you told me not to even watch that shit.
I don't even want niggas to watch Game of Thrones.
For how
but-
it ended?
My bad.
No, you good.
But yeah, that Game of Thrones shit that ended ugly. But this shit right here, this shit's been 3 seasons of agony. Nah, no lie. From 4 up to now, it's
I'm
been
glad
nothing.
it's
But
over.
it's gotten worse and worse and worse. And like this last episode, it was just comical at this point.
For them to not even have the scenes matching up for previous episodes with certain conversations. Like how Tasha all of a sudden end up on the knees. But in the last episode, she was standing up the whole time. When Tommy
Nigga try
had
to tell
go
me
at
it's
her.
all about perception. Maybe they both saw it differently. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about none of that, man.
That was
And then
perception.
when this nigga Tariq was about to walk up to his dad and Kanan just come out of nowhere like this some Ghost of Christmas Past shit.
He did the same thing with Ghost. Like this shit was whack. I'm just glad Ghost was able to get some bars off on Tasha and Tariq.
Oh, he barred the fuck out of Tasha at
Yes, sir.
At
He was like,
at
you never
Raina's
learned, you
tombstone."
never loved this version of me. You love the biggest drug dealer in the world. Remember that?
And without me, you'll just be the same hood rat that was
Mm-hmm.
barely getting by.
She never supported that man. She was never a real hold down, stand up woman, bruh. That's just what it boils down
I see
to.
niggas trying to spin it like, oh, so why did he keep going back to her when he got into certain shit? Bitch, she was connected to the
She was
shit.
connected.
She was still connected to it, so she still had to save her own ass at the end of the day. Neither it wasn't like she was doing it out of her own pureness of her heart.
Up to a certain point, I felt like Angie was best for him.
Oh yeah,
Because she was trying to hold this man down in the drug game, and he was trying to get out that shit. Like this man had Truth Nightclub. Like he was trying to actually build some shit to legally. And you wanted this man to still deal drugs? Like, what are you even talking about? You got a family, and now look where you end up at. That's good for her ass. And the Tariq scene, ooh, I was glad he lit his ass up. And he was right. That go back to what he said. You need to be held responsible, son. How many said that? They said, nigga, how many times you lied to me? That shit was so funny the way he said that.
you lied to me?
They said, nigga, how many times you lied to
How
me?
many times I done?
How many
bailed you
times I
out?
done cleaned up your shit? It's time that you be held responsible. He's like, you say you.
He's like, he told her, you wanna be in this shit. That's what comes with it.
That man said, "This is the least you could do for killing your sister." I was like,
yeah, this is the least you can do. Yeah,
let's go, Ghost.
Yeah.
Let's go. Clock in on his ass.
Nah, that's
bruh.
true though. You sat there and watched Ray Ray shoot her, bro.
It shouldn't even have got that far. If you was doing what the fuck you supposed to be doing, that shit would have went down like that,
bro. And then you wanna go and kill him like that's supposed to be avenging, nigga. It's
like Ghost said, if you would listen to me and Tommy like you say you did, you wouldn't even have been in this mess. We told you we was gonna handle it, but he always moved off fucking emotion. That's what that character did. That's why I give so much credit to Elisa Marie. All that shit that her father did and everything that everybody did to her father killed him.
She never went off the deep end.
You know why? Because she understood. Mm-hmm. She understood, and she knew that her father killed her mother. With that too.
Yeah, but she still loved her father though. She
did, but she had understanding. Tariq knew the truth, and he still didn't want to believe it. When Tommy came back at the end and tried to tell him, like, "Hey, bro, like,
hey, your
all this shit I thought Ghost did was a lie."
Tommy told us in the 80s, all this shit can be fixed, bro. Like, this ain't even worth it.
He was like, I killed Teresi because I didn't understand how truthful how hurtful the truth was. I didn't want to see it, and now I gotta live with that shit. You're gonna have to live with that shit if you go through with this shit. All that shit that you think Ghost didn't do. I was wrong. Like, we need to go stop Dre. This nigga was like, no. How can you still go do it? He's like, Tariq, are you listening, bro? Like, do you understand what I'm telling you? Like, I killed my father. I gotta live with that shit now. You do the same thing, you gonna have to live with that shit too. He didn't want to hear it. Tommy should have killed him. In my opinion. Should have popped him right then and there.
Ghost told him let him go, man, because he know Tariq's stupid. He not gonna get that 3.5. He not gonna go to school.
He's still gonna try to be a drug dealer. Get his mama out of prison. Whatever the fuck they gonna do on these spinoff shows, which I will not be watching.
Them niggas, like, they revealed like 8 spinoff shows last night. And I'm like, bro, who the fuck watching all this shit? They got a Raising Kanan. They got one around centered around Tate. They got a Tommy spinoff, but I don't know if I'm gonna watch that. They got a prequel. They got the next one gonna basically be.
So they got the prequel Ghost 2 with Tariq.
They
got the Influence. They got the Force.
Force, that's Tommy.
And then they got the
Kanan,
Raising Kanan.
So it's like 5 books. I'm like, bro, like
Mary J. Blige in there.
Method Man.
Like, come on.
Hey, honestly, I'm not even gonna lie.
You gonna watch?
I was sitting back smoking last night, and I was like, you know what?
You gonna check it out?
I'm gonna end up watching at least I'm gonna end up seeing how this shit play. It's coming on summertime.
The Tariq shit is not real.
Yeah, that Tariq shit is not believable, bro. On some real
for
shit.
For this show to start, if you would have told me Tariq would have killed Ghost, I would never.
Yeah, like in real life though, Tariq would have been found in the trunk somewhere a long time ago.
Not Raina. Tariq.
Like, but this whole I'm not buying this whole Silver Spoon nigga wanting to do shit that he has no business doing at all.
I see some people come around now with the reality of this show. Mm-hmm. Oh, fuck 50. I told you, but you want to have your cape on. You was trying to say, oh, this show fire. Nah. I told you. Told you.
Honestly, I chopped my losses with this show season, like the end of
5?
season.
Yeah, season 4 going into 5.
The end of season 4 is like, oh, this shit about to go completely.
From the time Ghost got, when Angela locked him up, that was the end of season 3.
Yeah.
Going into 4.
I was like,
because all of 4 was, I gave that show a lot of passes in 4.
Yeah. But we was in denial.
I thought that shit was going to be fire when he got locked up.
We was in denial season 4. I was like, you know what, this shit, it's going left, but I got hope for season 5. Mm-hmm. Season 5, I was like, all right.
Oh, my God.
It's over with.
Yeah.
This shit is over with.
Then 6, big dub. And shout out to Quentin, man. Round of applause for Quentin, man. I got to give a round of applause for Quentin, man. You thought you was going to finesse that man and he got a daughter at home? Come on, dog. That's a smart nigga, man.
That man went in that store and bought him a juice.
Yes, sir.
Alibi checked out.
Checked out. My dog was looking at Tasha. Tasha, tell him I was with you. Not a word. I said, I know this man is not about to go down for this shit.
That man said, that's not my gun.
But my whole thing was, why the fuck they just didn't pin this shit on the lawyer motherfucker, man. Sachs. Because remember when Tariq was in the thing and he
Oh,
was like,
yeah.
"Hey, I could tell. I saw you there and you picked up that gun."
Because it was Dre, but Dre been dead already. They both agreed on Dre.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Because he was like, remember, so you going to tell him it's Dre, right? And he was like, yeah. Because I saw you there.
So they had to find somebody else opinion on. That's why they chose
that's
Quentin.
Yeah. That's why they chose.
Shout out to that nigga though, man. I was like, good for her ass.
Tasha's a bum, man.
Talking about he could be lying. No, we got cameras for him in the store.
Yeah, when he dropped you off, he doesn't stay in the car. He went to the store too.
Smart nigga, man. Boy, I had love that scene. Her look on her face was pathetic. But yeah,
serving breakfast and you got locked up right after. That's crazy to me.
With that trash ass, I don't know what type of dress she had on. That shit was nasty. Looked like some shit out the 20s.
Hey man, Ghost and 2-Bit was the realest niggas on this whole show, bro. Shout out to 2-Bit, bro. Free you, free 2-Bit. R.I.P. Ghost. Ghost up in heaven laughing at these niggas because he know Tariq's stupid ass gonna end up getting killed or not getting that 3.5 to get that inheritance. So only person I feel bad for is the little girl, the daughter, like his baby girl. Cause she related to a bunch of idiots.
And she just sitting at the table like
she don't even know what's going on.
She don't know what the fuck is
she don't even know what's going on.
I'm just glad Yaz is taken care of. I'm glad she's taken care of. The mother, she mad because she only getting her rent paid for a year. And then Tasha ain't getting shit. What the fuck did you think he was gonna? You didn't think he was gonna revise his will? And he been trying to get you on par with how to raise these kids. He wasn't gonna leave your ass a fucking dime.
Leave you a dime. And now they not. You know what it is. Ghost trash not leaving her nothing. Bitch, you tried to kill me. You think I'm gonna leave you anything? You think I'm gonna leave you anything? Like you really tried to kill me. I'm not leaving you nothing. Like we're not family no more. I don't know how. Does that rocket science? Like what's going on here? But anyways, though, man, I know I'm gonna end up, high up my mind one night, and it's gonna be a random night where I just catch the premiere, and I'm gonna end up watching that shit. So, they kind of got me. So, Snowfall come back this summer too. So, hopefully that take my attention off that off
Insecure
power.
Insecure be back too.
Insecure be back when April.
Yeah, April.
We gotta wait till next year for fucking Atlanta. Do y'all even care about Atlanta no more?
Yes.
Bro, it's been 3 years, bro.
Yeah, I still care though. I still care. Them niggas got me.
It's been 3 years
that shit
though.
Good. That shit good as fuck though.
It is good as fuck, but dog, they played us, bro. 3 years.
Yeah, 2019, it definitely should have been out here, dog. Like I don't understand that shit.
That shit stopped 2018, bro. It didn't come back till next year.
Shit is sad, man.
That's crazy, bro. Like y'all niggas ain't that busy, bro.
It's like I put it to you like this. The way these shows, I think they get comfortable with feeding the fan base. Giving them something to like anticipate, wait for, but they string it out for the build up so they can get X amount of views when it comes back. I think that's what they enjoy doing now.
I agree.
Instead of getting it back to back to back years, they might be like, oh, we'll push the premiere back to such and such. And it's like, damn, bro, but you want to see what happens, so that boosts their numbers.
You right. I wouldn't argue that. That shit corny, though. I don't like that shit.
So what else we got, man?
I saw niggas arguing over $60 dates, and I thought the argument was $200 dates. But I don't know, man. I could be wrong here. I thought I didn't know $60 dates was a problem. I thought if I get a $60 date, I'm kind of counting my wins with that.
Niggas need to stop putting up stats for dates. I done mute that shit on the TL to be
What,
honest
dates?
with you. Yeah.
Do you still see it? Like when you
it
mute?
depends on somebody retweet it.
All right. Maybe I should do that too. Like it'd be a bunch of remedial conversations on Twitter, bro. None of this shit hold no standings on real life at all. Like it bars no weight on real life. Like I be looking at this shit like, bro, like, do it really be mattering? Like, what happens on a date for real? Like I thought the purpose of the date was to try to know who you out with. Like, yeah, I do get it. Like, settings do play a part at some point, but it's like all of the penny counting and shit like that. Like, do that really matter?
A nigga put up a whole stat line one night of just like, dog, shut the fuck up.
The nigga
bruh.
who was like, yo, I got these bills, so That what you talking about? I paid $300 for.
No, it's like he paid such and such for this, and then this.
Yeah,
and
that's
then
what I'm
this,
talking about.
and then
Yeah,
this. It's like, bro.
I'm like,
stop.
bro, like, come on, bro. If that's the case, then you don't need to be dating right now, bro. Them same girls still gonna be there when you get your pockets right. For real, like, like on some real shit, bro.
You're right. You're right.
If that's hurting you that bad, like, lay low.
Mm-hmm.
Lay low.
Ain't nothing wrong with laying low.
Ain't nothing wrong with laying low.
It happens. It happens.
You need to lay low at some points in life, bro. Like, you don't gotta be on the scene, bro. Actually, I'm thinking about laying low. Like, you don't gotta lay low. You don't gotta be out on the scene all the time, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't afford a date.
Stack your money.
Stack your money, bro. Like, it's okay, dog.
Ain't
If
nothing wrong with
you
that.
worried about a girl playing you over $6 date or a $20 date, then that's not the girl for you. You got to take a loss. Money, yeah. If money's even an issue, going taking a girl out, because I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Me personally, like, it's not like the girl is like, you know, the girl's always the focal point of me, but I'm gonna have a good time on my own merit too. So it's like if I gotta, you know, count my own pockets, I'm not gonna go out. I'm not gonna have a good time. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So like, if you definitely shouldn't be doing that if you're trying to take a young lady out. That's just common knowledge. I don't know, like, you know, I don't get it, man.
Niggas need to stop just putting stats on everything. Go out, have a good fucking time.
Yeah,
That's
like,
the end all be all at the end of the day. A
This
nigga
whole-
shouldn't be sitting up at before he go on a date with a chick and be like, okay, this costs this. She ain't gonna like that. She ain't gonna fuck with me if I don't take her here. Okay, this costs this.
Word.
So if I take her here,
Like,
then she gonna fuck with me because this costs X
you
amount of
putting her-
dollars.
you
Like, no,
putting her
nigga.
on- you putting her on an imaginary pedestal, bro. Like, chill
Already.
out, bro. Like, chill out. This whole, like, oh, I saw one lady. She was like, oh, this nigga had a Groupon when he took me out. I was like, bro, what? You too good for a group? You didn't even know it was a Groupon until the nigga even said it, probably.
Too caught up in social media, man.
That's the problem.
But that's their judgment now. That's how females judge it. Oh, this nigga need to do that. They go on social media and they look at all these other people, see how they live, and then that's how they grade you on that level. When they ain't even putting themselves on the level. What does the female bring to the table? They're looking at all these celebrity relationships and then judging their relationship or their.
I always refer to
see with someone.
word.
off of what they see on social
I always refer.
That's why so many dudes like us.
Yeah, you right. I always refer
No hope for a nigga like me.
to.
It goes back also. I'm just sick of that whole shit, period. Like, I don't even engage in that shit on the TL, period, because it's stupid. It's pointless. It's like, get with who you want to get with based off of your preferences and your things, and let it be alone. If a girl making $100,000 a year and she want to date a nigga that's making $100,000 a year, she's entitled to that.
cool.
If a nigga making 50 racks a year and he cool with a bitch sitting at
Nigga, if
home,
you
then
want a
that's
girl
cool.
that make $100,000 a year and she only want niggas that make $100,000 a year,
She's entitled
nigga,
to that.
Go make you $100,000 a year, and maybe that'll open you up to a different type of girl.
Facts.
Like
Shit, that's a big sense of security while you bullshitting.
word, word, bro.
You don't got to worry about that. You see, because she getting hers.
Money and the honey will come anyway.
You see what I'm saying? So, like, at the end of the day,
That rule ain't changed.
it go both ways. Like, I be seeing niggas crying about, oh, well, yeah.
These girls only want niggas with money. Well, get you some money, my nigga. That's what you need to be doing anyway.
A woman shouldn't be, what's the word I'm looking for?
A woman shouldn't be an end goal, bro. When it comes to like,
No, I'm
shit
saying
that.
even down to her preference when it come to money. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you got a woman out here who want a nigga who making the same amount of money as her or more, then she's entitled to that. We're entitled to that. If we want a woman who making a certain amount of money, we should be entitled to that too. Like,
we want a certain woman that look a certain way.
Yeah,
We're
that too.
entitled to that. If
That
they
too.
want a certain nigga,
Nigga
that look a certain way, or
Yeah.
doing a certain thing, they're entitled to that. But you can't make a woman.
hold-
you can't
hold-
make
hold
anybody
on.
feel guilty for that. Though.
hold on, I'm gonna say this too.
What's up?
I saw something on the TL the other day I didn't like. And I gotta bring this shit to light. Y'all not about to try to shame my niggas, especially my niggas like Moe and Mez, for trying to if female toes ain't looking right. I seen a female retweet some nigga trying to he was
niggas
clowning Meg the
zooming,
Stallion toes. No,
niggas-
I got you. I got you.
God.
I got you. Trying to clown Meg the Stallion toes, and they ran this whole think piece down about, oh, I have this theory about men who do whatever. It was some unnecessary shit. I'm like, bruh, first of all, when y'all clown on niggas' heights, niggas don't say nothing. When y'all clown on niggas hairstyles or lack of height or whatever it may be, niggas are saying that they take it in stride. But the niggas have a preference on toes, and then they clocking on toes. It's all these think pieces. When y'all going on Doja Cat for her lace front, y'all let the chopper loose. Niggas ain't saying nothing. So don't be doing that. Let's not do that now.
Hey,
Let's not do that now.
Niggas
Let's not
can't
run out think pieces because niggas have preferences when it comes to toes.
Niggas
I'm not a
can't-
toe nigga, but I'm gonna hold it down for my niggas who have toe preferences.
Niggas can't take their L's in stride. innit?
Just take the L's and stride, man. Ain't no think pieces on that, man. We love Meg. You see what I'm saying? I don't think nothing particularly wrong, but if the nigga went in on it, she went on it. I also had a conversation with somebody. They try to say, oh well, she can't fix that. Well, niggas can't fix their height. And y'all clown niggas for their height too. Y'all
Niggas can't
going on
fix
niggas for their
genetics,
height.
man.
You see what I'm
Niggas
saying?
can't
So
fix genetics, man.
let's not do that. But yeah, man. At the end of the day, when it all boils down to it, if people have their preferences, let them have their preferences, man. If a chick want a nigga with money, she can have a nigga with money, man. If a
Now,
nigga,
she got to deal with everything that come with that.
yeah, she got to deal with anything that
Especially
come
if
with
she
that.
don't got that. If she don't got that money that she's aspiring to date, she got to deal with come with that. The same way I would have to deal with if I didn't have the type of money and I wanted a girl who wanted a nigga. I had to deal with her potentially calling me a broke ass nigga, and I'd have to deal with that. But I'm not gonna let that stop my stride at all. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
I'm gonna just continue to do me. So, like I said, bro, like
I'm just tired of seeing
I be
niggas
seeing-
complaining
I
about this
think
shit on
whole,
the
that
TL,
whole
man.
thing started like when like niggas used to try to like, oh, all y'all want is hood niggas that sell drugs and all the other shit. Well, bitch, if you want this girl and all she want is the hood nigga that sell drugs, if you're not trying to be a hood nigga that sell drugs, like be the fuck on. Like you crying about this, like she got to deal with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So it's like, all that other shit is pointless, bro. Move on. You blocking yourself from being with who actually fuck with you.
Mm-hmm.
So
And niggas don't be stressing over how much a date costs, man. Just
I
go out, have a
never-
good time.
I never
If you
did
if
that.
you a nigga who got if you like basically like if you like that and your conversation is that good, you shouldn't worry about what a date costs.
word.
Your conversation should be the bulk of the
That's
date.
what it be. These niggas don't really be having no gumption and they can't really talk like that. So what happens is they be on these dates and it be a lot of dead air in the dates. They may be mad that they spent $20 at Ruth Chris and they ain't really getting
They
nothing
ain't talking
out of
about
it.
nothing.
They
They
ain't talking about
trying to
nothing.
compensate. They trying to. I seen some other corny
Word,
shit.
that's what it be.
Yo, hold on.
That's really what it be,
Yeah, I
bro.
seen some
Like-
other corny shit on the TL. This girl had posted a text message story with this dude, and this clown ass nigga was talking about how he basically was like, I'm trying to fuck. She was like, I ain't on that type of time, and he was like, okay, you're lost or whatever. But this nigga kept texting her, and she was just like, okay, and this nigga like, you mess up your opportunity. Like, ain't no niggas pulling up in you and no Bentley coupes at that. Like, that shit was crazy. It was just like,
Well,
bitch, you
nigga,
I was like, damn,
you need
nigga,
to
like,
find you a girl that like you pulling up in a Bentley coupe, my nigga.
yeah, like
Like
but it's niggas out here who fuck it up because they try to overcompensate with that money shit, and there's women out here
who don't care,
about that shit. You see what I'm saying? Like, you see what I'm saying?
Real talk though, like that's the thing. Like that's the thing. That's why, like when I can't
All that shit give you all that is for a woman is like they don't have to worry about that end of it. Like that's not the end all be all. You see what I'm saying?
You can
Like
still be a corny ass nigga
exactly
with that security. You know what I'm saying? Like
with that financial security. But and I was just looking at this straight like, damn, this nigga was really leaving voice messages like going in talking about, oh well, if you got any other homegirls who want to fuck with a nigga like me, let me know
right,
and all this
dead.
other shit.
You been there. But I
you-
saw that it was another like text thread that I saw when the dude was like, the dude basically was like, I took you on that date. I took you out with my last, and
Your last.
Yeah, he was like, I took you out.
He
with my
felt
last.
entitled.
I didn't really enjoy it because I was thinking about, I didn't get paid till a few days later, and I thought the least you could have do was not order the most expensive thing on the menu.
Oh
This
no!
nigga
no,
said
no,
when
no,
you,
no, no,
he
no,
said when you dug, he said when you dug into that steak and didn't offer me any, I felt offended, and that shit had me in tears when I read that, bro.
Hey yo, I'm gonna say this too. And
When you dug into that steak, I was like, bro.
first of
what?
all, when you take a woman out on a date, nigga, you ask her out.
Yeah.
You ask her out. Nigga, if you ask a woman out on a date, my nigga, you're supposed to pay for the date.
9 times out
Point
of
blank
10,
period.
A nigga gonna ask. A nigga's asking her. Like it's. I'm not saying it's a rarity, but that don't happen often that a woman is initiating the date. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, it's rare that a woman is initiating
So
the date.
it's like-
But if you ask a woman out on a date, my nigga, you're supposed to pay for the date.
That shit was hilarious.
You asked her out.
That nigga said when you dug into that steak, I felt away. I was like, bro, what?
I don't even feel right, bruh. I don't even feel right doing no shit like that. It wouldn't even feel like I ask a girl out on a date and expect her to pay for that shit, and I ask her out. First date, that's a bad impression.
See, the problem
nigga.
is niggas don't be doing this type of shit on their own. So when they do take a girl out and it don't go as planned, they feel away because that whole experience was new to them. You know what I'm saying?
It seemed like it.
No, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would never trip off taking a girl out or buying a girl anything because I do this shit on my own. I'll go these places by myself. I don't know how many times I've said that while recording this shit, but like I got to do like.
It amazes me when people run into me and be like, "Why you by yourself?" You're like, "Nigga,
I'm always by myself. Like, what the fuck? Like I'm always like I'm gonna do this shit on my own. Like, yeah, it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool, like, you know, going out and having some feminine energy with me when I do it. But I'm not gonna bum myself out and be like, oh, well, you could have did this and nah. I was gonna do this without you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna trip. Like if I feel like a date didn't go how I wanted to go, which that never happens for me. But I'm just saying, like I said, like what I think is happening, like niggas don't know how to talk to these women. So like when they go to take these girls to these places, and it just be dead air because they don't know how, they can't
know how to talk.
They can't hold a conversation.
God damn.
That's what it is. Everybody on the that's what it be. So like
You can't really. I mean, you.
that's
How
what
can
it
I
be.
put it?
No, that's what it. They be on these. They spend all this time, like, you know, dropping the eye emojis and inboxes and shit like that, and don't be talking about nothing. Then when you actually get these girls on these days, you can't hold a convo.
No, I'm talking about the actual date itself.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't hold a conversation on the date. So like you
and you
feel
can't. You can't even teach it. It's like a natural thing. Like, you just got to know how to converse with a woman, bro. Like, maybe you can if you speak to.
Even about the woman, though, you gotta learn how to just converse with people.
Period.
That's his example. I mean, I'm not saying you're.
Yeah,
wrong.
yeah.
What Mo is saying, in the way that I think about it, is if you can't enjoy a company out by yourself and just by being friendly with people. Or I go to bars all the time. I'm eating by myself, and if somebody's sitting there, we watching the same thing.
Yeah.
I converse with.
Word,
them.
it's not.
Actually, I'm a people person. I don't mind talking to people. If I don't feel like talking, I don't open my mouth. Sometimes you just got. If you can't do that with people, how you expect to do that with a female?
Yeah, you're right.
You gotta be able to just do that, and that's just natural. That comes natural.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah.
What's happening is because of social media is dumbing down social activity
Right.
between, and it breaks down the intimacy, and that's why
They think the inbox is the end all is it.
Like I was
Yeah.
telling you earlier, a lot of these same females, they looking for that type of intimacy. It ain't that that you even they desire, but because you can get them on an intimate level as far as talking and just conversing and making them feel.
It's a different type of stimulation, man.
Yeah. And you have to learn
Basically.
to stimulate things other than what you just see on fucking Instagram and Twitter.
The inbox ain't enough, fellas.
The inboxes, that's like
That's not even the tip of the
that's
iceberg.
not even like that's a low.
Because when you get in person with her, like, even getting the number is not enough. And I think a lot of niggas think when you get the number, that's like, no, dog, that's not it. You just got the number. How can you get her to change your number to a contact? How can you get her to change your number to a contact?
Put an emoji by your name, then you in the game.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
No, when your contact's not even your name, it's some shit that she put in there.
yeah, some shit that's what I'm saying. Like, how do you get it to that point? Like,
That's
when
the
she look at
that's
it, it's
the
just not a
leverage.
number.
That's
when
real.
you're not a number in her phone no more in the text thread, then
Yeah.
you got to carry
That's
on
the
that shit. So
leverage.
like when you get on a date, it's like I'm like, I be even thinking to myself, like, what are y'all niggas even talking about when y'all get on a date with her?
They not talking.
Did you think that was it? Like,
talking in circles, bro. They talking in circles, bro. They not talking about real life shit.
you see what I'm saying? Like, show some type of interest, bro. Like, you know, make her laugh. Like, but a lot of niggas don't have to get the gab, so hey. You either born with it or
Hey,
you're
man,
not.
You niggas is not players. Y'all niggas is not players, man. That's all I got to say. Y'all niggas is not players, man. Like, but nah, you right.
No, there's some out there.
There's some out there, but you know, I'm up there now, so I can kind of look back.
And without all of the
Yeah. Oh, they exposed. But
No, real shit. You know what's so crazy though? You know I say you either born with it or not, because I even remember like being young and just seeing how other dudes maneuver.
right.
And I just be sitting in the car be like, yo, that's a funny I like that nigga, man. Like
Yeah.
that nigga got away with the women, bro. Like and
Right,
he just
right,
it's
right.
just natural. It wasn't forced. You see what I'm saying? And like some dudes just got it. Some don't. And the ones who don't, they try to either force it or they try to use
too
other
much.
things that's not gonna be long term
They do too
to
much.
try to hold on to the female. And it's just like, bro, like it don't gotta be like that. Just
Yeah.
learn how to talk to people,
Yeah, you
man. Like
don't-
Seth said.
You gotta.
But I see that shit. Like I said, I saw that shit from a young age.
Yeah.
Like you just saw certain dudes, or you just when you engage with a female, it was just natural. Like you
Right.
was comfortable, and other dudes
That's part of the reason
crack
why
under
I
pressure.
idolize my two uncles. Like that's part of the reason. Like you know what I'm saying. Like I've always said this. I idolize them just for that alone. Like I ain't gonna say like I'm a pimp, but I come from a line of players. So it's like the charm and shit. Like that shit's natural. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't nothing forced. Like I don't force myself on nobody or nothing. Like if you gonna fuck with it, you gonna fuck with it. I just feel like when it come down to it, a lot of people. I'm not even gonna limit it to just like men, but people in general like social skills, like social interactions at an all time low. Like how Seth was saying, like
And I'm not really a social person, but I know how to.
you know how to though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I
you
know
can
how to have a
you can
conversation,
navigate
yeah.
a social setting and not be awkward about it. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that's what a lot's going on. So like I've been saying, like when these niggas get these girls and they actually get them, in an intimate setting where you actually gotta talk. Like it ain't even that's not even hard. But you actually gotta hold a conversation, like keep her interest. These niggas can't do that, and then they just expecting shit to just fall in their lap.
Or I'll even throw looks in it. They might think looks is enough.
yeah, and that too.
You think
like,
you just go on a date, she's gonna stare at you, or
Nah,
vice versa,
it
or
don't-
I'm gonna just sit there and stare at you because you look good. No, like, shorty,
Nah,
what do
that-
you do? Like, what's your interest?
that's what I'm
Like,
saying, like that shit don't.
your looks ain't gonna be like if it's something that you're trying to build, that ain't gonna be it, bruh.
yeah.
And that's where a lot of people getting it messed up at, man. But as far as like the dates thing, people got to stop trying to put so much
Yeah.
stock into it when in terms of the money aspect. Go out and have a good time, bruh. You can't tell me you can't take somebody to like a golf range or to
Do some shit that neither one of y'all done before.
yeah, do some shit like yeah.
That's the perfect way to break the ice because both of you out your element, so you don't got a choice but to.
And y'all
Especially if y'all doing something.
y'all gonna have no choice but to talk to each other then. So it's like what the
You could trip like if somebody yeah.
You ain't never did before, and it'll show because that'll show her true personality and yours because you both don't know what the fuck you're doing, so it's gonna make it. Either gonna embarrass yourself.
Nah, man. Nah, we not consultating these niggas no more, man.
Nah.
If you wanna learn, you need to come down to the lines. Then we'll teach you niggas how to groom your main.
No,
man,
but
man.
Seth is right.
No,
Because,
you right though.
No, he's right because like me personally, I didn't do those activities on my first date. I just went out to eat because I'm a talker. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if I'm going on a date and I have an interest in a female, then I know I'm gonna want to converse on my first date. You see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna take you out to eat. We can have a good time, and shit like that. So, like, but if you know that you're not really like a talker like that, then engage in the activity. Something happen, you could trip, and that could build into something. But if you think you just gonna go out on a date and just sit down and look at each other, that shit ain't gonna fucking work.
It never worked like that.
That shit ain't gonna work.
It never worked like that.
That
That's
shit
the
ain't gonna
crazy
work.
thing about it. Like I don't care how much a girl like you and none of that'll never work, man. Nigga, like you'll be the boring nigga. Like when she go text her
and that
girl.
group chat after the
Oh,
date,
yeah.
you gonna light that ass
Yeah,
up.
you gonna like that ass. You be the boring nigga. Like, oh, this nigga just wanted to sit down. That's all. That's what you're gonna be. And then you gonna end up feeling slighted because you paid $150 on a date and you ain't really getting nothing from it. So you gonna feel like you got robbed. But nigga, you robbed yourself because you can't talk.
Facts.
Simple.
Oh, you know what? If you have, those who have a mother in their life, talk to them.
Word, bruh.
That's what it is. Talk to them. They'll tell you.
I grew up around a lot of females.
Aunts, if you got an
so
aunt,
it's
if you got a
exactly,
sister,
like
a mother, they'll tell you. They'll tell you.
I got different variations of females I can talk to in my family. Like I got ratchet women I can talk to, so I know how to navigate. I know how to navigate those types. I know how to navigate sophisticated women. You know what I'm saying? Like
sir.
I know how to talk to all kind of women, bro. Like, but that's nothing. I'm not saying that like in a. You know what I'm saying? Like in a. You know what I'm saying?
I
like,
get what you're saying. Yeah.
But I don't know, man. Y'all niggas be having the game and just don't know what to do with it. Unfortunately.
Dog, I have female friends outside my relationship. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So a lot of them have put me on, like, through our years of friendship, have put me on point about certain things when it comes to females, bro. You see what I'm saying? Like, they're gonna. That's the key right there. Like, if you have, like you said, a mother or aunt, or if you have female friends, talk to them. Like, they'll tell you what's up. Now, after that, now you fuck up, then you just fuck up.
What's how much like female friends do men need?
Need? I don't think it's a need. I think it's just a natural thing. If you have a female friend,
If
you have a female
gravitate
friend.
towards them, then
Yeah.
All right, I got one that I know that's a friend for sure, but
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was like a guy like a limit that a nigga should have.
I don't think it's like a limit. I think it's just.
I mean, I would probably
I wouldn't
consider.
say you need a lot, but
Yeah,
I have a
but
few.
I'm saying like I have one for.
I have a lot because I was just telling Matt this last night. I learned as I got older to stop burning bridges with females. So
Right.
the ones that I've had relations with, I've learned to stop burning the bridge. So 9 times out of 10, if I've dealt with you, you're becoming my friend, even if we have those kind of. Because you got to learn to be able to deal with people and not just burn that bridge. And
I would say I probably got like 2 legit female friends, but I'm not saying that like in a bad way though. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
I like having females.
no, I don't have a problem with it neither.
That introspective.
they like my homie.
I
That's
like-
what I'm
I
saying.
like-
Like, you
yeah.
get that introspect.
That other side, and a lot of them will open my mind to that. Like, nigga, that is so biased or lopsided.
Mm-hmm.
I need to know why. Break it down to me, because you know I'm one of those people. I get deep with shit, and I can't like wrap my mind around
Right.
certain things. So I think I think you can never have enough female friends.
I'm not against that neither. That's why I said I don't think it's a limit.
Many female friends as you do homeboys. Just be wary of let them play their.
You know, I saw some.
I ain't gonna let her get as close to some of my homeboys. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But there are like a couple, like
You know, Dame. When Dame said that.
let her know anything.
When Dame Dash said that on his interview a few years back, like I understood, like I kind of understood what he was saying. Now I was in a relationship at the time, but now that I'm in a relationship, I understood what he was saying, like in terms of like the men and female dynamic when it comes to like being a friend, because he was like I trust women more than men because women don't have that testosterone built up in them. Like men are always gonna try to, and I'm not saying like your homies are gonna do that. It's just like men naturally always going to compete with other males. You see what I'm saying? So they're always going to try to take your spot. Like females, like they're not going to do that. They're more like nurturers, caretakers. So they're going to more so look out for you. Like he even said, like, he's on, I want to know why Jesus ain't had no women at the Last Supper. He had a bunch of men with him. You see what I'm saying? That's why they probably turned on him. It was weird. Like
niggas was plotting on his ass.
yeah, basically plotting on. Basically, say you should always have some solid female in your corner.
No, I agree. I agree.
Mm-hmm. That's why he say he keep a bunch of women around him.
I mean, I could agree with that, man. Women will help you get to the top, help you organize a plan, and stay on path with that plan and get to the top quicker than anything. No different than some men. But I mean, I do see the competitive nature, though. But sometimes it's a good thing for men because that competitive nature can drive us to be better.
What's up? You gotta balance it.
Yeah, you definitely gotta balance it.
And everything we need balance.
Cause then you got some niggas who just try to railroad you. You see what I'm saying? So I could definitely see the difference in there. But we got anything else, man? That was a good little convo.
I'm good, man. At the end of the day, man, you niggas need to cut the lame shit, man.
Most of y'all gonna have to come to here for consultation fees.
Yeah, they did. I mean, we was privileged to grow up around that type of shit, though. So
Hey, to be honest with you, like, cause even like when I was like coming up around 18, 19, 20, like even now, like my older friends would tell me like, yeah, man, like you different from a lot of niggas in your era. I see a lot of niggas, not a lot, but I see a few niggas who younger than me. I'd be like, damn, bro, like I wouldn't think you was born in 95, 96. Like you seem like you was born like around my time or before. Like you get what I'm saying? Like
Right.
he got like a kind of like that, not a part of like the norm of that
Right,
time.
right,
You get what I'm
right.
saying? So, yeah.
I get it all the time. I get an old, what is it? A lot of them,
You always
Old
have that
soul.
few. You know how they say like generational talent,
Yeah.
you got
kind of like that.
spirit. You act like you older than what you are. You got
Yeah.
old spirit.
Yeah.
Hey man, these new niggas be moving too fast, man. I ain't old. They just. Hey man, I fuck with Uzi Vert.
Shout
So.
out to Uzi, man. I fuck with Uzi.
To an extent. They require balance.
Nah,
Yeah.
you right.
Yeah. So we got anything else, man? Before we get up out of
I'm
here?
good, man. I'm good, man.
Yeah, man.
Niggas need to keep a player
Yeah,
out
man.
here. Quit crying over these dates. You know what I'm saying? We need to start being more responsible with these platforms. Tariqa Ho, you know.
Stop spreading so much hate, man.
Yeah, stop
Yeah.
stop spreading hate, man. It's February, man. We need there's more love, man. More love out here,
Yeah,
man.
man. Black History Month too.
Yeah, Black History Month. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
shout out to all the black, historians and creators,
current historians too.
current
you know what I'm saying?
historians. Any black person out here doing great things, or if you're on the path to doing great things, I salute you. I wish you nothing but the best. And shout out to all the listeners, YouTube, SoundCloud, however you listen. Shout out to those who engage in the comments. Shout out to those who who write reviews. And just who always tune in every week, man.
For sure. So like we say every episode, man, if you hear anything on the show that gets you in your feelings, always remember,
We're just some messages.
we out.